greatest song ever.
Oh my
next
god.
to Space People. Those two songs are
Space People and fucking Team America.
Team America.
Should have come together and made a video where that guy actually sings the Team America song.
Yes, because
just meshed the two.
Their baby would be magnificent.
Space People.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
That's the
Something
remix
like
that song deserves. Both of those, they deserve that remix right there. We could win a Grammy.
I don't know if the world's ready for that yet.
The world's not ready for anything right now, but it would
but here we are.
I mean, we're looking at every month. We're betting on what kind of fucked up things. We had murder hornets. We had coke boars last month. Or this month,
so
right?
what I heard is the actual breakdown of it. So it went from Kobe died.
Yes.
And that just started everything.
That's true.
Because then you had Kobe dying, then you had COVID-19, and then you had death hornets, or murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
And then you had fucking super volcanoes going off and shit.
Oh, yeah.
We had that,
I must have missed those.
we had that big-ass fucking earthquake in Boise.
That's true.
Biggest in history, almost.
For Idaho.
That was,
that's right.
That was back in May, I want to say, or end of April.
For us, from California.
Back from California, whatever.
Yeah.
But, so now we have the resurgence of COVID-19 with the governor saying that he might rescind his order of
and roll back
the
opening in the state of Idaho.
Shit. Exactly.
And I think that's absolute shit right there. I'm just telling you.
Oh yeah, it's not going to go over well.
No, you can't tell people to go back.
You're not going to put people back in their houses.
I've already been to Golden Corral twice. Yes. I'm not.
I'm not doing it a third time.
Golden Corral never shut down in the first place because if you've ever been to that place and you watch kids stick their snotty hands into the chocolate fountain, right?
I think they took the chocolate fountain down.
Oh, well, because that was the spread of COVID.
But
That's probably where
that was my litmus test. If I could go to Golden Corral and come out not puking blood,
yes,
I'd be okay.
Or shitting.
I said I'm over it. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah,
it's all good.
That place is. If anything is still standing
trashy, for sure.
After the pandemic, if anything's still standing restaurant chain wise, it'd be Golden Corral or any buffet that doesn't have a sneeze guard.
Okay, talking buffets, I used to actually love as a kid hometown buffet.
Oh yeah,
because their macaroni was the fucking shit. Macaroni and cheese
never
was
been there.
so
hometown
good.
buffet. I'm not sure if that was a local one for us. We're talking about back in Santa Maria.
Does it even still exist?
I think so. It's still there in the mall.
Well, if we're heading towards this dystopian future and everything, you think back to Demolition Man. The only restaurant that survived was Taco Bell.
That's true. Because Taco Bell,
that might just because that food might be able to survive a nuclear blast.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like roaches, fucking Twinkies, and Taco Bell.
Yeah,
the best part about Taco Bell is you can feed the whole family for $10.
Oh
yeah, absolutely.
Everybody can have bean burritos and tacos or whatever.
But I could crush a party pack by myself.
Yes,
no, it's only 12 tacos, and
there's
they're
going to be
big with like this much meat. There's nothing.
At the end of the world, there's going to be a cockroach and Doritos Locos tacos. That's all that's going to be left.
Or just
you better
Cheetos.
not be knocking Doritos Locos.
No. I love Doritos Locos
Jason,
tacos. I love Doritos Locos tacos, but that's what we're going to survive on.
I'm good with that though.
Doritos
That's
Locos
what I survive
roaches.
on now. I mean, there's no difference in my diet.
Taco Bell needs a Taco Tuesday.
Why? How does that place not have a Taco Tuesday? What in the actual fuck is going on here? I just thought that.
Fucking Taco Bell, if you're listening right now,
Taco Tuesday.
we demand,
a Taco Tuesday.
Unless you want to have your Wendy's fucking burned down or your Taco Bell burned down like Wendy's.
Like
that's
Wendy's
right.
did,
That's right.
We want a goddamn Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday with like 29-cent tacos. I'm just gonna put the price range out there right now. 29-cent tacos.
Oh yeah.
Buy one, get one free.
Hell yeah! There you go.
That's what I'm
that would be
about.
awesome.
That's our
Because then I can buy like 50 tacos, and I feel completely guilty about the financial investment I just made. It's more about the.
You better be
bodily
investing in
investment
toilet paper for that.
Hey, I hoarded all the toilet paper I could when this started.
Well, you can buy it now.
Well,
it's
you
everywhere.
Can't. You can't. See, it's not even fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because that was a great toilet paper shortage, and how do I tell the kids about it? I mean, one of them's old enough to remember, but I'm gonna be like, remember that when we had to fight for toilet paper? My grandfather stormed the beaches of Normandy. My grandfather stormed Normandy. Okay,
we survived.
But we survived a toilet paper shortage because
that's right.
We had the keen sense to go. I'm going to go to Costco with all the other infected people.
This is modern day America.
Modern day America. Yes.
That's where we're at anyway. And
there are no heroes.
Speaking of modern day America, happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yes, 4th of July freedom.
This is our 4th of July Patriot episode. So welcome everybody.
Yeah.
We just want to thank. I know with everything going on out there, and soldiers being castigated and just treated like shit by a lot of the American people. We just want to say that the patriots out there, the veterans, the active duty, everybody who has anything to do with it, people who support the military, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
we definitely appreciate you. The three guys sitting here, myself, I am still that's why we actually had to take a break for about a month, is because I had to report for annual training for the National Guard.
Your personal responsibilities.
Personal responsibility. I didn't want to do it, but
they were
Uncle Sam said a little different.
Detrimental to the show for at least 3 weeks. I mean,
I know it's my fault we're behind scheduling. But Ken is also a veteran, and so is Tim here. By the way,
Tim,
our new third chair. We have Tim here.
What's up?
Yeah.
Timmy.
We don't pay anybody, but we have now a third member of the team.
That's right. That's right.
Timmy.
You guys just sound so awesome. I had to be a part of it, man.
Oh,
I had to do it.
Yeah, he's
kissing your ass, bro.
Oh, you got a little brown on that nose right there. But it's cool.
Prepare for more.
Stick it right back up there. That's
I'm gonna
cool,
get one of those chairs where I'm permanently on my knees, dude.
Everyone wants to see video of that.
I do. I'd pay for that video.
I pay for that kind of action.
Going on, everybody. We do want to thank everybody for their service. We want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Get out there, fucking barbecue, shoot off fireworks.
Listen to Creedence.
Just listen
Get
to
fucked up.
Listen to Creedence blow shit up.
Yeah.
Wear your fucking American flag with pride, because it's the best goddamn
right.
country on the planet.
It is.
Everybody. So
Despite
welcome to the podcast. We got a great one lined up for you. We have so because we're sticking with the theme of patriotism and veterans, we are bringing on 2 veterans for 2 interviews. First one we have is going to be Roughneck. He is a online streamer. He is an Army veteran, just like all 3 of us. And he's a content creator. Yeah. And then we also brought on Shellback, who is also a veteron. He was a Navy veteran. He was the only one out of the group who was a Navy, but still respect him all the same.
He chose an easier path.
Hell no. Shellback, I'm sorry for this guy.
But I just got to give you shit.
But he's a great fucking guy. He's got a charity out there where he builds custom. Oh my god, custom. He builds custom built PCs for disabled veterans.
His shit is sick. It is sick.
You got to go and check out all his work. We're gonna have all the links for both of these guys in the description below. So make sure you go to them. Watch their videos.
Throw them a like.
Throw them a subscribe. Throw them a like. Do anything you can, especially with Shellback for the kind of charity work that he's doing. If you can give a fucking penny, give that penny, because I mean he's doing great work, and it goes a long way in helping our disabled veterans. I mean, mentally come back from the war.
Even physically, though, also physically, be able to play games and do some online streaming and stuff themselves. I mean, a lot of them is what they do.
And you got to listen. He has a story of how this all got started, and it's really a feel good story where it kind of gives you the goosebumps when you're listening. Yeah, it hits the field, right in the feels,
right in the fields.
Arrow to the fields.
So you're gonna want to stick around for that, guys. But we're just excited to be back. It's been a month since we've been off, and we're just happy to be back in the studio. Everything seems so new, but it's exactly the same.
But we've expanded though. So now we have Tim. So
yes.
Tim, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the listeners? Let them know who's now going to be on third chair with future segments and things that he's going to do from his desk.
Yeah. Well, I'm Tim. What's up? Army vet.
Hooah.
Hooah. I was an 11 Bravo. Actually, I started out as an 11 Mike, mechanized infantry, and then they took that MOS away. And right when 11 Bravo came out, I got hurt. Blew out my back, and they moved me to the finance NCO of my S1 shop. So that's how I ended my career. I started in a Bradley. And then I moved to a desk with Windows 95.
Fucking
Windows 95.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. I'm so stoked to be here. I've been waiting like forever. I would have come in, at the beginning, but I had some health issues. Had to beat the big C.
Yeah, don't play it down. You beat cancer. I mean, that's what you did.
When I got it, so much stuff changed. You know what I mean? You don't really understand what your life is actually like until you hear the words, "Oh, you got cancer."
Right.
But I was determined. I had cancer. That shit didn't have me. You know what I mean? So I just I went, and with the support of you, Ken. And my family and my other friends, we beat the shit out of that thing, man.
Yeah, don't forget Rod.
We beat it with a towel. Rod, man.
Yeah, we lost Rod sometime back. Natural.
Yeah, our good friend Rod.
That wasn't anything else. And you did say one thing while we were bringing you back from the hospital one of those times that I still repeat to this day. And Kyle knows this one. I've never had anybody tell me Stop making me laugh. You're making my cancer hurt.
It was
I didn't know how to take
hilarious.
that, but I think we just laughed at it because it was super awkward.
Well, dude, I just had 7 teeth pulled, man.
I know, yeah.
I mean, I was honestly expecting to come back to the car and hearing nothing but blowjob jokes the whole way home.
Well,
That's what I was expecting to hear.
Yeah.
You know, but no, you just started on, and I loved it. You have to attack everything with a sense of humor.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what it is. You have to attack it with a sense of humor, because if you can't laugh at it, then it's not worth talking about.
There you go.
I did hear they prescribed you all suppositories, though.
They did.
Ken took them all.
No, I tried. No, I told him.
I didn't hear this part of the story.
No, his nurse, I've never made a nurse spit out, but when I told him that he was so faded from anesthesia, and I told him, I said, the good news is, and I tried to get the nurse to put his pants on backwards, but they wouldn't even do that. Okay? I bet you now they've missed those opportunities to do something like that. Okay, but they had an opportunity to put his pants on backwards, and they didn't do that. So then I said, all the great news that he's got is that all of his medications are suppositories, and I'm pretty sure he agreed with that. So that was great news.
I don't
behind
remember.
The curtain.
All I remember is walking back to the car. You were walking really bow-legged, so I know you had something stuffed up there.
I snuck all the medications
That
out.
wasn't just medication, I'll tell you that.
And this was before the toilet paper shortage, so I know you weren't
hamster
chafed.
I can't
My
say
hamster actually went missing the week before, so I have
gerbil
no
or
idea.
hamster, because you got to pick and choose.
I heard something squeaking over there. Some bitch was telling me it's his chair. I don't believe that crap one bit.
It's up my ass
I
right
don't
now.
believe that crap one bit.
No, but I'm glad that you beat it, though. I mean, I think it's pretty amazing that since I've known you, you've beaten quite a few things like that.
Hey, you know,
cancer's a top dog to take down right there.
you just got to keep pushing forward, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Stay
And now I'm
positive,
here.
right?
I get to be with some great guys, doing a great show, talking about some great shit.
There he is, kissing your ass again.
There you go.
I know he's talking about you.
My ass is nice and shiny right
I know,
now.
Hey.
because he never says anything nice about me. Nobody does.
Is there anything to say nice
There
about
is.
you?
I mean,
You got great hair, Ken.
I got great hair. Thank you. I have great hair. And
I
Kyle
used
can't
to
say
have
that.
great
Kyle,
hair.
Kyle can't say that.
I used to have great
He hasn't
hair.
had great hair since high school. Old ass.
But anyway, guys, as we said, we had a great lineup for you. We got the 2 interviews, and then right after that, we ran a poll on Twitter on what segment you wanted to
Fucking
hear
Twitter.
for this episode. And the one that won, what do we got?
Things that Ken hates.
Yes,
Yes.
that won
Which
it out by quite a bit.
Yeah, because
That
I think they
kinda
know that
whooped
that's
his
an
ass.
extensively long list. And it doesn't
Yeah.
end.
We actually had to whittle it down just to keep them calm.
You want no show whatsoever. It's things that Ken likes. There's no segment. There's no
Yeah,
segment
it's just
at all.
one. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be a 3-hour podcast right there.
Of things I don't
And
like,
that's just
or
one.
that I like.
Boobs
just
and
number
ranch.
one.
That's what he likes.
Boobies and ranch.
Boobies and
There's
ranch.
2 things
That's-
in life that we need. Okay?
Right,
It's
right.
Boobies and ranch. That's
Ranch
it.
goes
with
That's
everything.
You can never have too much
Of each one of
boobies
those.
and
That's
ranch.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
And you put them together. I mean, I'm just having a mental picture over here.
Of
but-
ranch on boobies. I'm not even gonna say what that is.
I mean,
What you're
that's
saying.
like a 2:00 in the morning kind of seedy strip club
Super
thing that you
seedy strip
get.
club. Most strip clubs
Super
close by
seedy.
2 o'clock though. But I mean, you're talking like 8 o'clock.
No, this
in
is
the
after
morning.
party.
Oh, I was talking about like before they open and you're the VIP. And you go
No,
there,
it's
you pay
got
that top dollar for
It's got to
a
be
C-section
super
night.
seedy. All the strippers have C-section scars.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
C-section Tuesday.
That's amateur night. That's Wednesday night. Right? That's when you don't go to your local
C-section Wednesday?
C-section
One of
Wednesday.
them's got the lazy boom. It peeks off to the left. You know.
Shit you not, I worked at a club called Deja Vu. People know this one out in Washington. These were strip clubs back in the 90s, and it had a banner that said 100 beautiful women and 3 ugly ones. I shit you not.
And they all went there for the ugly ones.
They did. Those 3 girls that were like one short-legged than the other and stuff like that, they made money.
Oh,
they made
yeah.
bank that night. And I used to love working there
Washington
because
has some freaks, man.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure behind the curtain back there, they were doing everything legitimate.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh.
I believe it is tomorrow or the week after midget wrestling at the Boise
Yes.
State Fair.
Yes.
At the where?
At the Boise State Fairgrounds. Yeah.
No shit.
Yes.
Midget wrestling.
Midget
Yeah.
wrestling. Hey, you know
Guess who's going? I
Oh,
got
my
tickets.
God.
You're an ass. I don't
Yeah.
like you right now.
Well, you
Jesus.
never come up to Boise anyway. You're
I
always
was
like,
just there a couple nights ago, wasn't it?
because you were picking up your wife. You didn't come there for me.
True. I mean, there's truth to that right there. And I'll be out there more if you get me tickets to wrestling. Midgets.
Yeah.
I mean, not regular wrestling. I can go do that anytime. But I'm talking about midgets.
Anyway, can get those.
Yeah, I want
they're
midgets.
not PC on those ads either. I saw that ad.
It literally says midget
Yeah.
wrestling.
midget wrestling.
Well, you can't say people that are undersized or
Little people.
not as high
It's
as
little
you.
people grappling.
No,
little
you
people.
gotta, you gotta
Yeah.
get the the droves of people
It's not
coming
my
in.
fault gravity worked harder on somebody else than me. I'm just saying.
Where's Einstein with that one?
Yeah, where's your laws of physics in that? Just because gravitational pull on somebody else was stronger than me. And we're on the same planet. I don't know what to say. And if you are one of those folks that are height lacking, I apologize.
Challenge.
Not
Height
really.
deficient.
Height challenge.
Height challenge, is that what it is?
Height
Yeah, I don't
challenge,
really
yeah.
apologize. I mean, you're dealt the cards that you're dealt with.
You're vertically deficient.
Ouch. I apologize for Ken then.
Sorry. I like midgets, though. They're okay.
I don't
think that they
apologize for
smell like
shit.
cabbage like people with nubby arms and stuff.
They're not the Cabbage Patch Kids.
That's what I said. I don't think that they smell like cabbage. Maybe they have. Maybe I had a run-in with one. Maybe I had a traumatic event with the
I
midget.
think I had you as a stuffed animal as I was a kid.
Like each one's running around with a birth certificate in their back pocket.
Well, they are, but are they from the Cabbage Patch? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So if you are and you're upset about that, email us at.
No, I'm the cauliflower patch kid.
You got to email us and at me. Just at me with that.
Podcast.adultingishard@gmail.com. Send us a send it. Oh, actually, because on the next episode we're doing a mailbag.
Yes.
So we do want to hear it. If Ken just pissed you off, I want to hear about it because I'll fucking read it on
absolutely.
air.
That means that at least somebody's listening.
If you want him fired, you let me know, and
yeah,
I
we'll
will
talk to
pull
HR
that
about
trigger.
this.
I've been waiting for a reason.
To fire me.
Give me a fucking reason. Fuck around and find out. All
I'm
right?
pretty sure I give an HR a heart attack. I'm just going to say that right now. Every day that I come into the office.
He forgets so much. He probably fired himself 6 times before this
Probably.
afternoon.
There's a possibility. I'm trying to
His
collect
lawyer
unemployment.
got sued for what he said.
Yeah. When your legal representation gets sued for the things that you say, then you're doing it right. I'm going to say that right now.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, we're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to be right back with you with the Roughneck interview. You're going to love it, so you want to stick around.
Awesome.
Be right back.
Has the COVID-19 pandemic had an adverse impact on your business?
Are you ready to see customers walk back through your doors?
Here at Adulting It's Hard Productions, we understand that times are tough, and you may be struggling to keep your business afloat, and that's where we come in.
For a limited time, we are offering production services at an exceptionally discounted price. Go to www.adultingproductions.com to learn about our services and how we can help boost your brand and rebuild your client base.
Using our state-of-the-art equipment and software, we tailor your company's message and your advertising package to meet your needs. We handle the entire process from production to airing with absolute transparency.
Contact us today for your free no-obligation consultation and see why so many others have turned to Adulting is Hard Productions for their advertising needs. Simply go to www.adultingproductions.com and get your business back on track today.
Adulting is hard, and we're here to make it a little easier. And with us, possibilities are endless.
All right, guys, welcome back from the break. So just real quick, I don't know if you guys have heard this in the news. I know it popped up on my phone as like one of those breaking news
bigger.
things.
It should have been bigger news.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But NASA, I think it was NASA, one of those fucking
Well, people work
agencies,
for NASA.
Yeah.
Did the Drake equation.
They
Came to the conclusion.
came to the conclusion that there's up to 36 intelligent civilizations out in the Milky Way right now
Yes.
that can be discovered. My very first thought, shit you not, is it sounds like 36 civilizations need some freedom.
Freedom seeds.
So we need to
so
deliver
freedom
some freedom to these
We're
motherfuckers.
going to do it. And I'll tell you, as soon as we get in contact with one of them, you shake hands
Yeah.
and you just ask them, you got oil?
And if they have oil,
Dude,
even better. Now
you
they
got
get
any helium?
now they get liberated.
Yeah, we're out of helium, so we can liberate them for that. I mean, it's just going nuts. Got Elon Musk. He's going to be our next world leader. He's going to be the world leader, interplanetary leader. Watch, Elon Musk is. And I'm pretty sure he's an alien anyways.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I'm
Yeah.
slightly okay
As
with
long
it.
as his stock keeps going.
But anyway, guys, we have Roughneck on the line.
Roughneck.
Roughneck, he is a content creator. He's a streamer. He's one of the biggest out there. So you better go out and check him out. So thank you so much for joining us, Roughneck.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, biggest one out there, the biggest one out there that's on the
Yeah.
podcast right now.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You got to come up.
But
You got to
you're
set
gonna
them
be a
up.
partner. You're gonna do this, man. You're gonna blow
Yeah,
up.
so So I overheard there being 36 intelligent ones. How many unintelligent ones are there?
At least
'Cause
one that we know of.
Right.
Right here.
Well, I was thinking like maybe we should start there first. You know, the crawl, walk, run kind of thing.
Right.
You know, like
So making
Yeah,
contact
it's
with
just that.
somebody
Yeah,
who do interstellar
take the
travel,
easy ones out first.
right?
Yeah.
But then they're just kind of baggage. They kind of hang out below, and
They're like that.
they don't really do anything. Just
handicapped
sap
cousin that
resources
hangs out.
from you.
Yeah. You know, you can't give them a firearm or alcohol.
But anyway, we want to say happy 4th of July, Roughneck.
Freedom.
We know that
Yes.
you are a veteran. And so
Yes.
welcome to the veteran episode that we have of Adulting is Hard. So you are a veteran, correct, of the Army?
yes, that is correct.
Hell yeah, hooah! And
Hoorah.
there's only one branch. All the other ones can go kick rocks and eat crayons.
Hey, the Coast Guard, though. Don't be mad at the Coast Guard.
Hoorah.
Yeah, I can start
Coast
with them
Guard,
chasing dolphins.
But
Yeah,
anyway, Roughneck, so for our listeners out there, can you just give us just a real quick brief intro of who you are and what you do and how you got started with this?
So my original name, Roughneck to Charlie, it was an old call sign of mine, but everyone just calls me Rough or Roughneck. I started out as a YouTube content creator known as Rough Gaming, and now I live stream on Twitch. I've been doing it for I think December will be including YouTube time and Twitch time. It'll be almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years
Yeah,
in
there you
December.
go.
That's some commitment right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that kind of commitment.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
That's
do.
impressive.
I gave up after I made affiliate. I was just like,
Yeah, you just
That's
got to
the
get used
pinnacle.
to mediocrity,
exactly. That's it. Thank you.
Exactly.
I fear success. I fear it because if I become too big, then I have to keep producing,
You got to embrace it.
and I'm lazy.
So content creation is sort of like a new term. I mean, it's only been around for a few years now, and it really points to, for those of you who don't know, it points to like YouTube personalities,
Twitch.
gaming streamers,
Mixer.
Twitch, those kind of things. People who stream and they kind of just they're making videos and content for people to watch or listen to. So with you being a content creator, what are the challenges that you've had coming up and gaining the traction, getting your footing?
The biggest thing is finding an audience, and then sticking with that audience. It's really tough because, you think of some of the biggest content creators out there. You think of like, Pop-Tarts. Wait, I don't know.
Evil
Think about your
Pop-Tart Supreme Leaders are the greatest of all time. I'm just going to say
Well,
that.
no, you think of his personal hero, Ninja.
Ouch, brother. Oh.
You think of somebody like that that's been playing a single game for years, and I think that's the hard. That is so hard. That is so hard. I play a game for like a couple months, and I'm like, all right, what's next?
Well,
So I think
I couldn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think finding an audience that allows that, it's so hard. Getting your name out there, because we're one of how many thousands, hundreds of thousands. You know what I mean? Anyone, especially now with the COVID stuff. Think about how many people are like, you know what? I'm going to live stream because I'm home all the time.
The numbers have definitely picked up for some of the major streamers or for the major streaming services. Twitch, Mixer didn't get too much of an uptick. I think it was like 0.02% during the first part of the pandemic. And but have you seen an increase in audience since more people are at home?
No, mine's pretty much stayed the same. I've seen, actually, I probably have seen, I was looking at some stats just the other night, and I've actually seen a decrease because I think what it is it's basically taken, essentially a pond and turned it into an ocean.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you want to stream just one game for months, just stream Marbles. Marbles on stream I see people 30-40 average just to watch Marbles run down a track. You have no control of the game. You put your name in there.
Yeah, you just hit play, right?
You hit play and your audience jumps in and the game and the balls just roll down to these tracks and that's it.
Yep.
And it's the most least interactive thing I've seen on there. I'm just going to say that right now.
I got in trouble a long time ago because I said Marble streamers are lazy streamers.
Oh, but there might be some truth to that.
Damn
though.
fighting words.
Yeah.
You're about to fuck around and find out.
Already.
I know, right?
But speaking of the pandemic, how has it affected you both personally and as a content creator? I know you said that your numbers might have decreased a little bit. I mean, because you're seeing like ESPN with all these sports athletes who are playing NBA and they're playing NASCAR and all that shit. So has that impacted your content creation in any way?
Well, I think, like I said, it's turned a pond into an ocean, and there's people that, that honestly, they don't need the income. They don't need it, but they do it. I mean, we got UFC fighters or ex-UFC fighters and wrestlers. They're streaming World of Warcraft now, and they got thousands upon thousands of viewers, and they're getting all these subscriptions and bits and donations, and it's like, y'all don't need that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't it fair to let them have that outlet, though? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're more than fair to have it. It just makes us jealous.
Oh, I feel you.
I mean, because for somebody like myself that's been doing it for almost 3 years, I've been busting my ass. And they get on there and all they do is they put their name as the title. When they put their name on there and it's like, wham! They get
branding.
Exactly what we've been looking for.
Yes.
Exactly.
For years, and it's like,
I mean,
they've earned it through their other outlets. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree though that it's turned a pond into an ocean. I haven't done it myself in a while now, but I've just seen it, and I think numbers are dwindling. And then there's the few big guys or female male streamers that just take a mass majority of it. And I think people coming into this late in the game also found out that they're just jumping on the coattails of others.
Yeah, well, I think what's going to happen is you're going to find a lot of these people that when they don't have all this free time and they realize, anyone can press start streaming. Anyone can.
Yeah.
But when it comes to content creation, there's a difference between streaming and content creating. There really is. And the amount of work that you put into it, a lot of people that are doing this temporarily, they're going to find out that in the long run, it's a lot of work. And
it is.
You're going to see just as big of a drop off as what you did see people join up in the beginning.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Definitely with the newbies that are going to realize, like you said, that streaming for 2 hours then includes a couple hours worth of work afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want your content to stay around a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have had God knows how many Discord screen share meetings with people.
Yeah.
Teaching them how to do audio stuff, and they're like, "Man, I didn't realize it was so much work."
It is. That's why I say I'm lazy and I don't have the time to do it. I just hit stream. I'm one of those guys that just hit stream, and I just do it for a couple hours. I usually end up with a shirt off or something, or because I'm drinking.
Yeah,
I'm an empty bottle of Jack.
Rough Sareford, you see it. I end up just sidetracked into the just chatting category and talking about whatever has me upset that day.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Mark,
Yeah, exactly.
But so as a content creator, what is your short term, but also some of your long term goals?
Well, short term is just kind of just keep things steady. For me personally, I think summer's the hardest because my kids are home, and even though they're home during other times during the year, it's nice out. Our pool is opening soon, and they're, Daddy, let's go. Daddy, I want to go out and play. Daddy, I want to, and it's almost like you feel guilty taking up 3 hours of the day, and it's almost like, should I take today off? And, and you got that big balancing act. And I think that's short term. That's, just trying to find that balancing act, trying to keep these numbers throughout the summer when things get really difficult, because everyone else is dealing with that too. Viewers are dealing with that too.
Yes.
And viewers are going to be dealing with going back to work. Everything's opening back up. So, people that I've been playing with on a regular basis and people that I've been watching at on a regular basis, they're not going to be available.
Fair enough.
So,
well, there's one thing the pandemic can do. It's like the song Cats in the Cradle. It'll make you feel guilty for being a father.
Right? God.
Because those two things will tell you that you didn't spend enough time with your kids. And they're going to remember the pandemic and the great toilet paper shortage. And they're going to be like, how'd you handle it? And you're like, well, I mean, I drank a lot. That happened. And just like anybody else.
Hung out in the basement and drank.
I hung out in the basement and drank. So like a real hero. But no, you're right. You feel guilty for it. But then again, is this like any different than any other summer where the kids aren't out and about playing like we used to as kids? Are they home? Just like they were anyways, right? And I've been made guilty a few times. I may feel guilty for that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just being a parent.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Blame it on the pandemic.
who are some of your favorite streamers to watch outside of Ken, obviously, because he is the biggest streamer ever.
I'm pretty amazing. I'm just gonna say I'm pretty amazing when I actually do it.
When he cooks but doesn't actually show me what he's cooking, you know, those are my favorite ones.
I showed you guys a few times.
But you know, obviously, if you're not your own favorite, then you're doing something wrong. I always say that you should always be your own favorite because you need to enjoy what you're doing the most. Otherwise, you're doing something wrong. But you know, as far as like, favorite streamers that I normally have up on my screen, you know, like I don't watch a ton of streams. I normally just have them up. You know, I got my own little group of people that I watch on a regular, you know, because I care about them and I like their streams. Probably like inspiring streamers, you know, if I could relabel it as inspiring. The whole reason I started everything was this guy named Slipgator, and he did YouTube videos of Ark Survival Evolved. You know, and then and he was a guy that just kind of captivated me with the way he talked and the way that he kept you completely engaged. And this is a video. It's not even a live stream. You know, and the way that he just talked and kept you engaged, it really inspired me. And, you know, and then he got into streaming on Twitch as well. And, you know, I think that he's one of my, I always have him up.
Okay. That's awesome, though. I mean, everyone's got to have your few favorites. I watch some of the top guys. And then sometimes I just get on the list and look for people that got like 0 to 5 viewers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love doing that. I love doing that for raids. I love going in there.
For raids.
Yeah, I love doing that. You know, and people have their own say about that. They say, oh, well, I'm going to raid this big guy with 200 viewers.
When he's got 30,000 on there already.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying he has 200 viewers, and I'm going to raid him with my, 10 or 15, and like get noticed. And it's yeah, but I mean, when he's already got, I mean, even the bigger ones, they don't even have raid alerts.
They don't. No, they got rid of those years ago for those guys at least. And you're right. When you raid somebody who's playing a game for 2.5 hours with maybe one person, and that person is probably him on his own phone watching his stream, which I'm guilty of doing. So I at least have one viewer. Okay, and when you raid somebody like that,
you mean there's people that don't do that?
I don't know. I just say I'm guilty of it myself. I do that. I have one viewer that's consistent. That's me. Okay. But no, when you get rated by somebody, it's pretty epic. And as long as you acknowledge it correctly, I think, and appreciate what somebody's done for you, it makes you feel pretty good that you're sharing your community with them from channel to channel. And as long as they respect that, and it's pretty awesome. And after that, I would rate them again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and I do it.
If you're a dick, no. I was going to say that. If you're a dick about it, which people have been, they're like, oh, wow, whoopee, only 15 people? Well, that's 15 more than you had, but hey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've had people literally look at their camera and go,
really?
And I was like, well, you can.
Yeah, well, if you want to name them, we'll just name them right now. We'll just bash the shit out of them.
No, that's the thing, is it wasn't even a name worth remembering,
There you go. I don't know who that guy was.
So, what are some of the projects that you're currently working on?
What projects aren't I working on?
Right.
Every day is a project. Every day is a project. Like if it's not, small projects like looking at a VOD and saying, you know what, I don't like the way this looks. Well, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to rebuild this scene or rebuild that scene. I mean, like I said, Ken sees it all the time. There's always something new, always. And sometimes projects consist of just research, and teaching myself something, like I'm trying to teach myself After Effects.
Oh,
if anyone's ever opened After Effects, it's like.
If it's not overwhelming when you open it, you're a nerd.
Yeah, you're
just a nerd.
Like you'd be better off like walking into like the tomb of King Tut and being like, well, this says this, and this on the walls, like. I
can read Sanskrit.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a project I've been working on. Kind of trying more of that self-taught stuff. But I mean, I think the overall big project is, trying to keep this that community Discord that I stood up. I think that's kind of my baby right now.
Okay. I mean, that's why I'm a lazy streamer. He just talked about all the things I've never watched one of my own videos. I've never gone back and made changes based on it. I have softwares that do all the work for me, and that's it. And that's why guys like him will become partner, and I won't. That's as simple as that.
Well, you have zero fucks given anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I don't.
Call me partner. Let's not call each other names now. You know?
No. You're gonna hit that point.
You haven't even bought the dinner yet.
You just got to remember the people that were there at the beginning. That's all. That's all I ever say is remember who.
And that's that's something that I've always done. You know.
Yeah. He's been great about it. His community is pretty awesome.
And I think Ken has one last question for you before we go.
Well, I got two more, but I'm going to start with this one though. This is my last one. So you have to choose. I was going to play the game, fuck one, marry one, and kill one. Okay, but we're just going to go with two bands. So you have to choose one of these two bands, and if you're stuck on an island and you only have one music selection, and that's all their songs included to listen to, is it Creedence, Clearwater Revival, CCR, or Nickelback?
It's going to be CCR.
Oh,
there you go.
If I was stuck on an island listening to only Nickelback, I'd drown myself. You know, like
probably the first
I would
10
walk
minutes.
out into that ocean. I'd probably walk out in the ocean and like cut myself and just
bleed into the ocean.
Bleed out, you know.
While you're listening to Down
Wait a
the
minute,
Bayou.
you don't want to look at this photograph?
Wait for the sharks to come in and just, because that would be less painful.
You said you don't look at this photograph
Look at
and
this
every time it makes you laugh?
No,
Come on now.
No.
You don't want to be a rock star, superstar, whatever that song is. Shit.
No. I tell you what, though, I could listen to that kind of music all day, every day. I had
Nickelback or CCR?
CCR.
Okay, just kind of specify there because I think you backtracked a little bit.
I had a pickup truck back when I was in the Army, and the CD got stuck. It was the Doors' Greatest Hits.
Nice.
And I drove all the
That's not a bad one.
I drove all the way from New Hampshire to Fort Riley, Kansas.
Oh, shit.
With that one CD in there, and then I had that truck for 4 years.
Oh.
And it was the same CD stuck in it.
So sing some Doors for me. You should know this by heart.
Nope. I want people to. I got to leave the mystery out there.
Tune into Roughneck Stream. He will sing for you. That might be a new command to put on there.
I have done Twitch sings on other channels.
Oh, wait, on other channels.
Okay. Under a different name too, so nobody can trace it back.
Oh no,
Roughneck 2D. No,
it's 3D, baby.
3D.
What's the Army MOS for the Army band?
What's Panther's MOS? You know that one by hand? No, Tim, he's our go-to guy on the MOSs. I don't think he knows that one. But you were a band member? It's okay. I was in the brass section.
I tell you what, man. If I ever had the chance to rejoin, I'd probably join something like the band,
right?
Or like Supply. Like
get your time, get your bennies, and yeah. I mean, unless you're marching in front of the battlefield, but they don't do that since the Civil War.
Yeah,
they don't have the drummer boys out there.
Don't mind like they bring it back.
Only if they're playing Slayer.
I have a little story for you.
Oh, here we go.
This guy, one of the sergeants approached me about 2 days ago, and if you're familiar with your Army vehicles, the LMTV it's a 5-ton, and he comes over to me, and I'm sitting in my office, and I'm on the computer, and he's like, "Hey, can I use your help real quick?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. What's up?" And he goes, I'm having a real issue with the LMTV out there. I go, "Okay, like, how can I help you? What's going on?" He's like, I'm trying to fit the second ladder in the slot. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What slot? He's like, yeah, like I got the first ladder in, but I can't get the second ladder in. I'm like, it only takes one ladder. And he's like, no, there's a bracket for two of them. That's called a spacer.
No, but here's the question though: where did he get the second ladder from?
Yeah,
got the one vehicle there.
Where the fuck did the second ladder come from?
That goes,
there's another squad out there doing PMCS going.
Where's my fucking
ladder?
That's it, exactly.
And they're doing a Conex layout.
They're putting on their 5988s. They're like missing ladder. Deadline.
Ladder. I sold it. Combat use, or give us some kind of status.
Anyway, Roughneck, we want to really thank you for coming on the show. That's fucking great talking with you and getting kind of to know how the content creation goes on your side with the mega streamer compared to the guy who sits across from me who gets one streamer a day, which is
one
himself.
viewer.
But
I get like one viewer. That's me.
That's you.
The most I've ever had is like 20 something. And that was my debut as an affiliate.
Yeah, I could probably successfully say I'm about 5 times bigger than him. You know?
Yeah,
perfect.
So now, if you base your success off of what I do, that doesn't end well. I'm just going to say that right now.
Well, no, the
sure
problem
it's
is
better.
it's 5 times 1. You know, you got to do the math on that too. You know.
Well, I was giving you credit. I was saying 5 times the 20 that I had at my max.
Oh,
But,
I wish.
But anyway, Roughneck, where can people find you?
Yeah.
So anyway, you can find me on Twitch. It's just Rough Gaming with an underscore at the end because somebody decided to take regular Rough Gaming from me and have
Those bastards.
0 followers and 0 everything.
Just to
I
spite
say
you.
things. The guys just wasted time with that.
I even wrote him. I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't using this. You never wrote back.
Just give it back.
Yeah, so it's just Rough Gaming with an underscore at the end. You can find me right on Twitch, and you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, all the same thing. Just Rough Gaming everywhere.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. It's been great talking with you. And for everybody else out there, just stick back, hang out. We got to go to a quick break. And then we're going to come back. We got another great interview coming up for you. And then some more great content to finish off our 4th of July Freedom episode. Freedom.
Right. I just want to watch Braveheart.
All right. We'll be right back, guys. Adulting is hard. We know that this quarantine has not been fun for anyone. We're locked away, everything's closed, and there's nothing to do. By this point, you probably watched every movie in your collection 3 times. Well, I have a solution for you. Head on over to metro-entertainment.com for some real boredom killers. You'll find comic books, toys, games, trading cards, action figures, and a whole lot more. There's something for everyone in the family. Metro is working hard to get you the entertainment you crave, including shipping it anywhere in the U.S. You can also find Metro Entertainment on Facebook, where they have announcements for upcoming games and series. There's nothing like a good comic book to keep you going. Be sure to mention the podcast when ordering. Metro Entertainment, where games meet reality. No, honestly, I think within the next decade of this decade, between 2020 and 2030, we will have some kind of spaceship there. I'm not saying it's manned.
So you're calling it like they're saying, though. I still think it'll happen before that. I'm saying because that's their time frame. That's SpaceX's time frame with Elon Musk saying that we'll go to Mars by 2030. I think it'll be before that because have you just seen his launches? Have you seen the progress they made?
Yeah, that shit. I watched it live.
Right?
That was awesome.
Yeah, and
I watched it live.
incredible.
And that fucking rocket came down and landed on the goddamn platform in the middle of the ocean.
And everybody in NASA is just going,
badass.
"Oh, this guy's just fucking showing off." No, that's how it's done. First we go to the moon. First we go to the moon, then we launch from the moon to Mars. Because it takes like a third of the propulsion or whatever to go.
Yeah.
And we'll convert water up
It'll be
there.
like a little stop and go.
Yeah, a little stop and go, like an
You
oasis.
go inside,
Like an
get a pack
oasis
of
stop and
cigarettes
go.
We're going to
in a
get up
Mountain
there and
Dew.
discover there's already like 2 Starbucks built. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Starbucks is good.
They're already there.
Across the street from each other, right?
Yep, right across the street
So
from
if
each
one's
other.
too busy, you can go take your hipster ass to the other one and go write your memoirs at 19 years old in a Starbucks and just go shh every time someone comes in too loud. Fuck that guy, dude, with his man bun. That's
Wearing
the
your
other thing.
Beats headphones and
Yeah,
shit.
wearing his Beats headphones with his man bun and
Man
just
bun,
sticking
man.
out. At the top
Writing his
right there.
memoirs at 23.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That's
Fucking, not even 21, not even able to drink yet. Just writing his memoirs. You're like, come on, man.
God, my life is so difficult.
It
It was a
is.
cold winter on the island.
Yes. My vegan diet was restricted because there wasn't enough fucking cabbage on there. Whatever. I'm just telling you right
Maybe
now.
you can get one of those midgets to bring you some cabbage from the cabbage
They're
patch.
storing it in their pockets. I'm telling you right now. That's why they smell like cabbage, dude. I'm just gonna say it.
Holy shit. But welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
From the break.
I can feel the hate, man.
Oh.
I can feel it.
It's
If
what
you
it is.
haven't noticed, we're talking
not
about
even tall
going to
enough to type.
Mars. We're talking about going to Mars and Elon Musk and midgets from the Cabbage Patch.
I'm not sure how that even came up in conversation.
I don't know how that's anywhere related to the 4th of July, but fuck it. They're Americans too.
Because you know who's not going to Mars?
Midgets?
Midgets. Because don't you have to be this tall to ride the ride?
You can put them in the storage compartment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get a chance to go to Mars, and guess who's going to be piloting that spacecraft? It's going to be a midget. Right? And he's going to turn around and be like, I remember that shit you said. Right?
Get the fuck up back there.
Exactly. And I'll start singing the Cabbage Patch Kids theme song.
Oh, my
or the Wizard of Oz, which is just, it's so easy to take a shot at that. But
There's
no.
going to be a shuttle full of just like Graco car seats just for just.
Yeah, and then but if he really, he can fuck with me just by saying, I learned how to live alone, and that's why I became a pilot. And I'm going to die alone. And then just look at me, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry that you smell that way, or I mean, you're height disadvantaged. And where's the cabbage? Because I smell it, dude. I mean, that's gonna be the first thing planted on
St.
Mars.
Patrick's Day or
Fucking
something? Like...
St. Patrick's Day. An Irish midget. It smells like fucking Jameson and cabbage.
Where's the Lucky Charms?
Everyone's after me, Lucky Charms. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
we're
we get
getting
it.
fucking canceled.
Yeah, we're done.
You can't cancel us.
Can't cancel what hasn't
You have
started.
to make money doing something to have somebody get upset and cancel it. If you're really that upset about it, then you haven't accepted your midgetness.
That's
Is
right.
that what you call it?
Except your
Midgetness?
midgetness.
Midget. If you haven't,
Stand tall. Well, not tall,
If,
but proud.
exactly. I'm
If
sure.
Tim can make fun of his cancer hurting, he should be
Yes.
able to make fun of
Right.
your.
Yes.
I make fun of my being taller than my hairline.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
by far.
You're fat as fuck. So,
Right.
Yep, I'm fat.
With,
I accept it.
huh?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Oh yeah.
I have a tiny weenus.
It's a tic tac.
Tiny little weenus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tic
You
tac.
put a
Wait,
condom.
didn't you say
just-
earlier that you had the small one though? Remember we were talking about this and you called it. You said I'm calling the small one.
I don't. Hey, it's not recorded, so I don't remember that happening.
Oh, next time we'll have to have a hot mic.
no proof.
Pixar didn't happen.
Picture didn't happen. Everybody wants to see your micro penis. Give them pics.
Wow, this episode's going off the rails real quick.
Is there? How do we violate the FCC so that we can get known? That's what I'm wondering.
FCC doesn't control online content.
Well, fuck them then.
That's right.
Fuck them.
That's what
you know
they say
what-
about everything, though.
I know, but they control what? TV, and that's why TV sucks.
And radio.
And radio. Yep, and radio's all the same. It's all cookie cutter. Every station's the same. If you're listening,
that's
don't
why
tell me any
podcasts
different.
are so
League,
damn
family
popular.
media, you're all
There's
the
certain
same.
somebody we're not going to talk about that's on the radio.
Yeah, everybody sounds the same on there and the same soundtrack played, or the same playlist. If I go between stations, I can listen to the same song from the same band twice if I
But you
really
know
like
what?
that
If
song.
we have a live podcast, we're not going to get mad if we have under 10 viewers.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's not going to be a
Yeah.
waste of our time.
It's okay.
No, absolutely not.
It's okay. If we
Yeah.
have one viewer or
Yeah.
none, but
We
we'll
are-
have one because I'll
we are
tune
taking
in.
that shot.
Yeah.
If you know who we're talking about, we're taking that
Give
shot.
it a shot. Rage quit. Rage quit it.
Reach quite a line.
Done. I'm done.
Take a toaster
It's a
bath.
waste of my time. Nobody loves me.
I'm a
gonna go back to my
superstar. I'm a superstar.
Gold star for everybody.
God, have a Snickers, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, he's just hangry.
Yeah, just hangry.
hangry.
Just hangry.
He's just a hangry motherfucker. But anyway, guys, we got one more interview for you. You're gonna want to stick around for this. This is fucking awesome what this
Yes.
guy does. Shellback
Yeah.
is coming online. He talks about his charity work that he does with the
Amazing,
disabled veterans.
amazing
He
shit.
custom builds
fantastic.
PCs.
Better man
You're
than
gonna want
us.
to check him out. He's gonna give you all his plugs basically of where you can
Yes.
find him, and we're also gonna put his information into the box down below.
And if you don't
that
go
you
check
can-
him out,
you can
at
go
least
check
throw
him
him
out.
a like and a sub.
This guy's
You're
fucking awesome.
you're a
Really enjoyed the
subhuman.
interview with him. So
Yeah, probably a midget.
not gonna want to.
I'm just gonna say it. If you can't back this, then you a midget. That's it. And I'll start a war with midgets. I'll start a war with it.
You're gonna do kick them off your legs?
No, just shoot low. Just shoot low on everything. Just aim low. Just I'm telling you, I'll fight him. I'll fight a motherfucker.
shit.
I'll fight a midget.
God damn.
Think I won't?
It was great knowing everybody on our last podcast
Right.
episode.
Hey,
Jeez,
my
Tim.
firthis and last.
Tim, welcome to the show. I mean,
Thanks.
this is what
Thanks,
we do.
Tim. Man.
Our sponsors are gonna run way away from us.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
do
We're
we have
gonna,
any?
end
Well,
up,
we gotta
we're gonna
get
end up
some.
with zero again.
I don't think we started with 0. I don't think we have any now, do we? I mean,
Can't go lower than zero.
you can't go lower than 0.
Zero.
And,
So
and
fuck off.
if you're scared to sponsor us, then you're part of the problem. How about that?
There you go.
You're part of the problem.
If you get easily offended, keep your product to yourself.
There you go. Thank you.
We don't need it.
I don't need a product that smells like vagina the whole time.
That's right.
I do.
You do? I do. I order used candles off of online. I'm not going to tell you how they're used, but I use them.
I bought Gwyneth Paltrow's.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, the one that smelled like vagina, right?
It smells like her vagina.
Oh, it smells like her vagina.
Yeah.
So it smells like ass and cat
How
food?
the hell do you get essence of Paltrow?
Well, you can. That's what I'm saying. It smells like
Lots
ass
of
and cat
fish.
Does
food.
it sound like corned beef and shame?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. See, he
No,
gets it.
she went to like the harbor.
Oh my God.
I thought you were going to tell me she went to Harbor Freight and got it done.
She spent a week on the deadliest catch boat.
Oh. Well, definitely know who's not coming on the show in the future.
Gwyneth, I love
Her product Goop. Oh, is that what it's called?
you.
Goop?
Goop.
That's her company, right?
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
That's,
Goop?
Yeah.
Seriously?
That's what it's called. Yeah.
Goop?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I seen the whole thing on it on Netflix. I did watch it because she absolutely is a terrible
that's
businesswoman.
right.
She has
Okay.
no idea what she's doing. Just because you sell something that
I saw
smells
the
like.
square of it, I saw what it was, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, if I sell something that smells like my genitals, do you want it on a nice, washed, fresh day, or do you want it like swamp ass day?
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying, because my taint can get terrible.
Wow.
Okay, I was gonna put that out there.
Can?
It can.
Wow.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Like, when you smell your own taint when you're sitting down, it's time to shower.
It's time to sit on a fire hydrant.
Well, that's how
what it
that's how
is.
you learn to shower. You're just like, I can smell my own taint. Okay, that's swamp ass. And if you want swamp ass candles, I'll give you swamp ass candles. Okay, that's gonna be our first product of a product line. Swamp ass candles, right there. Just smells like ass, cat food, shame.
Light one of those. Am I back in basic with this?
Yeah, exactly. Why does it just smell? It just smells like all teenage people in there that are 18, 19 years old, and basically just smells like shame and
Basic
fuck.
after a 3-day bivouac.
regret, all kinds of things in there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even control the direction this thing's
No,
going
no.
anymore.
No,
I don't
you
even-
lost it.
Wait,
Anyway,
what-
guys,
what
well,
part of
let's
the show
try
are
to
we
get
on?
back on track. We got Shellback's interview
Yeah,
coming
Shellback,
right
sorry
up.
about that.
Yeah, we didn't mean to ruin your spot. But stick right in there. We are going to be right back with his interview.
Woo!
Hey guys, we just wanted to take a second to thank everybody out there for the support we've received for our podcast. We truly appreciate each and every one of you because you guys are the ones who made this possible. To date, we have over 6,500 subscribers across all platforms and nearly 400,000 listens. This journey has been amazing and we're only getting started. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and visit our website at www.adultingproductions.com or shoot us an email at podcast.adultingishard@gmail.com. So now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the episode. All right, guys, welcome back from the break.
Welcome back.
Ken, did you go take that shit like you said you were
No,
going to?
no, I'm sweating though.
I saw you with those enemas, and you said you had to go to the bathroom or something.
No, no,
I didn't.
those
I
are
didn't put-
explosive.
I didn't put the 1 + 1 = 2 together yet.
That
but
why go to the bathroom
I
so
think
much?
now it makes more sense. You had that
No.
suppositories, right?
Oh, I put all my
That's the
drugs
best
up
way
my
to take
butt.
medicine. Am I right?
Yeah, I put
Right?
everything. Yeah, it's the best way to take any medication. It's just
Anyway, guys, we
suppository.
are really excited to bring you our next interview. Travis, aka Shellback, we have on the line. How you doing, Travis?
I'm doing all right. Just hanging out, finally relaxing after rebuilding somebody's computer today. So
Oh,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
glad to be here.
all
Well,
right.
Well, happy 4th of July. As
Yeah.
everybody knows, this is our 4th of July episode. And
Episode
Shellback
8.
here is a veteran.
Yes.
So thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you, sir.
We do appreciate that. And
Much
so
appreciate it.
do you want to just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and, what you do and kind of how you got into it?
All right. Well, I go by Shellback Tech. We are a 501c3. What I do is I build and donate custom gaming and streaming PCs to disabled veterans and disabled first responders completely free of charge, with desk, monitor, peripherals, the actual system itself, all completely free. Everything, even a chair, if I can swing it. The chairs and desks we had a hard time getting a hold of here for a little bit. Lovely human malware going on out in the world, but we finally got that sponsor back on board, and we're able to provide just about everything, the full package.
And he's made some amazing builds.
Yeah, I've seen some of them. Yes. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I mean, I wouldn't wish disability on anybody, but fuck, if you're a disabled veteran out there, get a hold of this guy. He'll build you a badass
or if you know one,
PC.
You can.
Yeah,
you can,
exactly. Nominate somebody.
Nominate him for. Or
exactly.
him or
her. To go along with that, just so we're putting the information out there, it is a nominations only process.
Okay, there you go.
Nobody is allowed to nominate or apply themselves.
Okay.
It has to be somebody else putting their name in the hat.
Outstanding.
Well, there you go, guys.
That's the way you get the people that are really in need, because people in need never ask for themselves. It's always the people that have everything that are like, hey, I'd like a free computer. And not so much, bud.
No. And I'm sure you guys got a vetting process and stuff. That's pretty awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm just going to say, I'm pointing out, I recognize the shirt right now. Do you see that shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Superman Flash.
A quarter
He's
Superman.
Got a Green Lantern. That's a great
Flash
shirt.
And Batman?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Great. Just going to point that out.
So I assume you're a DC guy.
I am a DC fan,
but there we go. I got another one on my team.
I will say that Marvel does hold a special place in my heart.
Thank you.
Just a few certain characters.
I can agree with that.
I'm a Marvel guy. DC's okay.
I'm a DC guy.
I grew up a Marvel guy.
Through.
Yes.
But,
right on.
Anyway, Shellback. So what are some of the biggest challenges you face as a 501c3, trying to get these computers built for veterans and getting the pieces or whatever it may be? What are some of the biggest challenges that you face doing that?
Actually, getting parts and getting companies on board is our biggest hurdle, because far too often you're seeing when these big streamers and content creators out there are doing charity PCs, they're building one or two at most. Because we're building 36 a year, it gets a little bit harder to convince companies, hey, send us 36 of something so we can build all of these computers, or send us something different from your entire lineup, so then we're not building the exact same computer across the board, because each one of these is custom. They are completely different. There is no two computers that has come out of this garage that is the same at all. So I mean, it's very, very difficult.
So your goal is 3 a month?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can do 3 a month.
And it looks like you're building it from inside of Tony Stark's garage,
Tony
right?
Stark's garage, right?
Yeah, that's what your background is.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had this space. I'm in a single stall garage. I just got a lovely green screen going on right here.
Yeah,
this
beautiful
fooled. Thing.
Yeah, me fooled. Yeah, I was thinking, man, this guy's I
thought Marvel had approached you like, hey, can we use your garage? So like,
they should promote through this guy. So
there you go.
3 a month, 36 a year. And you've had some successes with, I want to say AMD.
Yep.
And some of the other sponsors, right?
Yep, absolutely. We actually have several sponsors. Speaking of, we had one of our newest additions to the sponsor list is actually EK Water Blocks. And for those of you guys out there, if you want to support the charity and you have custom liquid cooling in your system, you can get one of 200 custom EK water blocks. It's called the Velocity Honor block.
This thing is sick.
And this was custom made to promote our charity and raise funds. Every single one of these that they sell, they donate $100 to our charity, and there's only 200 made.
And it's dope as fuck. I wish you guys could see.
Yeah, we gotta add video someday.
It's a fucking American flag.
Yeah.
Liquid cool. I mean,
and this whole theme is America.
This thing is badass.
It
screams America.
No, that's amazing right there.
Absolutely.
So with the challenges, how about this pandemic? Has it affected it in any way?
Oof. Everything going on with COVID-19 has slowed our entire workflow big time. One, having all 4 kids at home with my wife and I. That slowed things down because that tied up both of our work systems at home so that they could do their distance learning. So that slowed us down for a good 3 months. And to top that off, we had very, very limited access to any of the parts that we needed. And we still have issues with companies saying, hey, look, our warehouses are barren right now. We're still waiting on stuff to come from China and overseas.
Yeah.
You know, we still have to get our parts in before we can even send you anything. So like, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to wait. So we've had to dip into our actual funding that we've had donated just to continue building.
Okay. Well, at least there's that backup. I'm going to ask one question, though. What's the hardest part about distance learning? I'm going to say it's Common Core math on my side. My 10-year-old trying to teach me how to math.
For me, because I have 2 9-year-olds, a soon-to-be 6-year-old, actually, soon to be 6, and then a 4-year-old. Biggest issue for us is the ADHD.
Okay.
Like trying to get them to sit down in front of the computer and focus on what they're supposed to be doing for longer than 30 minutes is nigh impossible.
That sounds like me. Awesome.
Well, I know, and pretty much every career that I can think of, you're always going to run into one of those problems that just frustrates you to no end, and it can take days, weeks, even months to kind of figure out what the fuck's going on and the solution for it. What has been one of the biggest issues that you've run into? Have you ever do you have a story of like you were building a machine, it was supposed to work this way, and it seemed cut and dry, but at the end it was just the biggest mess?
Well, yeah, I've had a few of those, to say the least. We've definitely gone through our fair share of parts just being dead on arrival, but there are 2 specific instances that really, really come to mind. One was for a Navy vet. He was getting ready to discharge. He was on his medical board, terminal leave, everything. Like, he was getting ready to get out. And so we were building him a system, and I was supposed to have it ready for him his day of discharge. But we ran into an issue where I went to go put on the glass panel. I picked it up off of the garage floor. I had it in my hands. And because of the temperature difference between the garage floor and my hands was so great, the thing shattered in my hands.
Holy shit.
The entire glass panel just completely shattered and hit the floor.
Oh,
that made us have to wait for another 2 months before I could get a replacement glass panel to actually send him the build.
Ouch.
And I had finished it. The entire thing was done. It was ready to go.
Oh man, that's a
the other one. The other one, it's still in progress because I swear this build is just refusing to be done. I have replaced every single part in it. I have swapped out everything. And every time I swap out another part, a different one goes wrong. So I'm scrapping the entire thing from the ground up. I'm scrapping it and starting over fresh.
There you go.
And this build is getting redone in a Fallout 4 theme, and I'm building it myself from the ground up, handmade out of wood. I am doing the entire thing. I am making it look like a 1950s TV set, but instead of the actual tube TV portion,
dope.
Instead of the tube TV portion, I'm putting a case inside there with custom liquid cooling.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So my question, though, is with that other one, before you scrapped it, did you try power cycling it?
Yes.
Did you unplug it for 20 seconds?
Have you tried turning it off and on? Yeah. We've replaced the motherboard, the graphics card, the power supply. I mean, you name it, I've swapped it out.
Sounds like you got a hot wire running into the case. I'm just going to say that.
I think the case is haunted. So,
man.
We're done with that case.
No, me and Kyle worked tech support for years. And that's what we always say. Just turn it on and off. Right?
Did you turn it on and off? Well, I'm lost.
Yeah, after that, it goes to tier 2 after that.
You'd be lucky to get to a Windows boot screen with this one.
Oh man.
And when you're not trying to get to the Windows boot screen, that gets frustrating too. And
Right.
it just pops up. You're like,
I don't need this. I don't need this right here. Where's
Right?
my
No,
OS?
I
don't
hit
need this.
delete way too many times. I should be in BIOS right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been clicking delete since I started up. That should be in BIOS by now.
So, what are some of the projects that you're working on currently?
Well, again, that one that I just told you about, that Fallout mod, that one's going to be really intense. It's going to take up a lot of my time. But I do have a few other special ones. One is Game of Thrones theme. Ooh. That is the actual case looks like a knight's helmet visor coming down on the front. And it's black and orange, but because it's a Song of Fire and Ice, I'm actually going to glass etch icicles coming from the top of the glass on the front panel. And then from the bottom, I'm going to make custom vinyl flames coming up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my God.
I might have to commission you for a case. My favorite character is Juggernaut, so I just need to...
Well, I'm not nominating you.
No, you don't nominate me. That's fine. I'll nominate myself. I'll just do it through your email.
You know, something funny. My first custom loop, custom liquid cooling, I actually did themed around Colossus.
Nice.
Ooh.
And Colossus was one of my favorite characters from Marvel just because, I mean, dude's solid metal.
Yes.
Freaking awesome. Hell yeah. Well, the case that I got sent, as soon as I saw it, immediately my brain said Colossus because it was an in-win D-frame and it was hand welded it looked like a motorcycle chassis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I haven't seen all the projects. The ones I've seen, just amazing. I have a basic setup. Just it's in a case.
It's
it
just
lights
like
up.
a Walmart case.
It just lights up or
black.
whatever. Yeah, and that's it. I just can imagine having
square.
something custom. That's pretty amazing.
What is we asked a story about something that kind of went wrong or frustrating. But what's one of the your most favorite thing that you've done? One of the best builds that you can remember, you'll always remember as your favorite one to do.
Whether it be the easiest or
just whatever the coolest one.
The one that I remember the most is the very first.
Okay.
Reason being, the very first one was done for one of my battle buddies from Iraq. She had just had another child. And at that time, I was really heavy into streaming and doing my tech reviews on YouTube and things like that. And she approached me and said, "Hey, look, I'm permanently disabled. I have nothing to do. You seem to enjoy streaming. How do I get into that?" And at that time, I hadn't really given it much thought. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. You're broke as a joke. You just had another kid. You need an outlet. I didn't tell her anything. I set out to create her a custom PC from the ground up without her knowledge and surprise her with it.
Nice.
I worked with her husband to get it done. And when she opened it up, it just changed her whole world. And that build I'll forever remember because it was the moment that I decided to do something for somebody else rather than, let's take care of the family. Let's do this for a job. Let's do this, that, and the other. I wasn't setting out to create a charity. I wasn't setting out to do anything other than just help one of my battle buddies. And by doing that, it changed my entire mindset. I got such a high from it that I wanted to do it again. And that's how it spawned Shellback Tech.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, when you do the reveals and they record them, correct, on their side?
It all depends on the individual.
Okay.
Some people prefer to have a live reveal where, we'll stream it to where they're on a Discord call with me and they can actually open it up and everything like that on a stream. Other people, they like to have their significant others film it and then send me the video after the fact.
Okay.
My personal preference is actually having somebody else film them because it gets a more genuine reaction out of them when they're not focused on the possibility of an audience.
Fair enough. Okay. That's good. I like to. I've seen some of those videos, and it's pretty amazing to see the reaction to people.
And so, where can people go to check out some of those videos? Because those are some of the videos that you watch on, you're scrolling through Facebook or whatever, and you watch those videos and it just gives you chills. It's kind
Right
of
in the
almost
feels.
like those homecoming for the kids who have parents who are deployed and they come back and they surprise them and whatever. I mean, that's kind of along the same lines. And so people really like those stories. So where can people go to, maybe catch one of those videos?
Actually, we've got our YouTube page up. You can search for Shellback Tech or hashtag disabled veteran build, and it should pull it up. If you can't find it, we do have a link tree that has all of those pages available for all of our social media. Everything gets put up on all of our social media so that every portion of our audience can see it.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. And so guys out there, go check those videos out. See which one you like best. Share it on Facebook. Get the word out.
Definitely get the word out. I don't think he's booked out enough. I think he needs to be booked out 2 years in advance.
Yeah,
right? Just say that real quick.
That's the scary part is, we opened up nominations last September and we were full for the entire 2020 year by October.
That's what I'm talking about. That's reaching out. That's awesome. What you guys do is amazing. And I appreciate you for doing that.
Absolutely.
And for the others, the brothers in arms, sisters in arms, that kind of deal. And everyone deserves it. And unfortunately, I know building something custom for every person is not doable, but there's enough positive right now that you're doing for the people. That's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
So, your whole life really revolves around the building of these computers and such, right? As of right now, most of your focus is working on this stuff. So what do you do to kind of step back from that for your me time? What do you do as like a reprieve from the daily, the grind of doing this? Because that can't be easy, building these computers.
There's
day
some pressure
in, day
involved.
out.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's some pressure.
There is definitely a lot of work involved. And from what people don't realize is it's not just building the PCs, because this entire operation is run by my wife and myself. Like she does all of our photography and the photo editing. And then I do all the builds, the networking, the social media, everything involved with the charity itself. So, I mean, my days are usually 10 to 12 hours long. And so my time for me, the easiest way for me to unwind is to shut the door to my garage, ignore that it even exists, and take a self day and go watch some movies with my kids and hang out with them. We've got a garden in the backyard. I built them an entire play set from the ground up. My wife is starting a mini forest in the backyard.
Nice.
Like you name it, we've got things going on. And my absolute favorite thing in the entire world, it'll always be video games, man.
There you go.
Always.
What's the number one game you're playing right now?
Right now, I finally got my hands on Doom Eternal.
Oh, yes.
And I've been grinding pretty heavy on that one. That one's a lot of fun.
There's a lot of great scenes in that game that I'm pretty sure inspired, or they could inspire future metal or heavy metal album covers.
Oh,
there's just some pretty epic stuff in there. Like, I don't know if you played it yet or not.
Doom Eternal's it's an interesting. I wasn't expecting that answer from you. I was expecting like The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah. Well, everyone's on that right now.
Dude, I don't have a PlayStation.
Okay. Well,
I don't have a PlayStation. The only reason I have an Xbox is because it was $140 when I got it. Right. I got it on clearance. Walmart had messed up their pricing systems, and I ended up snagging it because they mislabeled it. I got it for $140 when it was supposed to be $250.
Well, for those that are listening out there, then if a man is deserving of a PlayStation, Shellback.
There you go.
I'm going to put that out there right there.
Boom.
Surprise him on stream. Surprise him. His wife's amazing. I follow her on Twitter. Yeah,
donate $1.
Yeah, donate $1 each person or whatever. We got enough people out there. So you guys get him a PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, if somebody did want to donate to your cause, how could they do that?
Well, there's several different ways. We do have a PayPal setup that's specifically for that. We're also on sites like Tiltify. Tiltify is geared towards streamers if they want to direct fundraise for us. And they can also reach out to either myself or my wife through our social media contacts. DMs are open everywhere. And if they want to donate directly, they can reach out to us specifically and send us a physical donation, because it's not just monetary donations that we take part donations as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. And we'll have all those links in the description.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody who is interested in finding finding out more about Shellback and what he does, if you want to donate, anything helps. As he said, anything that you can possibly help with this cause, it goes to a great cause, helping out disabled veterans from around everywhere. We need to help them.
All walks of life, they deserve it.
And but anyway, we want to thank you so much, Shellback, for coming on to our show. We appreciate it. So where can our listeners find you?
We are on all social media under the tag name Shellback_tech.
Okay.
That is everywhere. You can find Shellback Tech everywhere you look. And if you want to verify that we are registered with the IRS, you can actually search Shellback Tech in the IRS database, and you will find a 501c3.
Awesome.
So you know he's legit.
Oh yeah, he does. I guess I saw him fight for that 501c3.
It took us 6 months to get that.
Yeah. And they deserve
that's
it.
some investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, thank you so much. Listeners, everybody, guys, we are just going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with some more great content. Just stick in there.
Has the COVID-19 pandemic had an adverse impact on your business?
Are you ready to see customers walk back through your doors?
Here at Adulting It's Hard Productions, we understand that times are tough, and you may be struggling to keep your business afloat, and that's where we come in.
For a limited time, we are offering production services at an exceptionally discounted price. Go to www.adultingproductions.com to learn about our services and how we can help boost your brand and rebuild your client base.
Using our state-of-the-art equipment and software, we tailor your company's message and your advertising package to meet your needs. We handle the entire process from production to airing with absolute transparency.
Contact us today for your free no-obligation consultation and see why so many others have turned to Adulting is Hard Productions for their advertising needs. Simply go to www.adultingproductions.com and get your business back on track today.
Adulting is hard, and we're here to make it a little easier. And with us, possibilities are endless.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was, if you stayed around long enough to hear that interview from Shellback, I'm sure you're pretty impressed because that's fucking amazing what that guy does.
He does amazing things, and if you're not impressed by that, you're probably a cabbage-smelling midget. I'll just say it right now. You probably are, because you don't like life.
If you don't like that, I don't think we've ever plugged somebody this hard in saying how much his work goes out and really helps.
Fully
people.
Inspirational. It's amazing.
I mean, we've had quite a few people on here who do a lot of charity events, such as Big Dog, who goes out there and does this stuff.
Local guy.
But this guy does it specifically for one group of people, and that's disabled veterans, which is fucking amazing.
Yes.
And that's always a good cause. Anybody can get behind.
Yes.
I mean, that's an American fucking thing. Right?
And if you can't get behind that, then go out and get behind something else, though. Go out there and support something, but just support it. That's my thing.
Yeah,
and if you're going to support anything, this guy's cause
people
is great.
helping people.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. People helping people.
Man.
Yeah.
Care about your neighbor.
There
just
you go.
A little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're going to move into our final part. So we got both of those interviews done, which are fucking awesome.
Yes. Great
and
show.
Just a reminder, you can find all those links in the description below. Go to both of those guys, follow them, like them, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Donate to the Shellback cause because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And up next, so if you didn't know, if you're not following us on Twitter, we put a poll up of what
Not following us on Twitter. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. You need to reevaluate your life choices at that point.
You're making poor adulting choices if you're not following us on Twitter.
Right.
Okay.
So we ran a poll on Twitter asking what segment do you guys want to hear next, and we had a whole list of things, and One of them was like mailbag. The other one, what was the other one? It was some other bullshit. Oh, life hacks was
Life
on
hacks,
there.
yeah, which we've done before, which we'll do
We've
again.
done twice.
Yeah, we've done twice.
We've done regular, and then we've done coronavirus life hacks.
Life hacks, yes. And we'll do something related to whatever.
It'll come back, but we're
post-coronavirus.
talking about this episode. Next episode, we're actually going to have a mailbag. So
Yes.
again, if you guys have anything to say about Ken, I do want to hear it because that fucking
all of it.
Please,
makes my
at me.
That
At
makes
me.
that makes my day.
Midget, send in your 3x5 cards.
Yes,
Yeah.
send it.
But-
Personal contact information,
But
just so I
what
can.
one out is things Ken hates.
Gosh.
So without further ado, I know Ken has been sitting on a lot of these things for a long time. I know you have.
For 46 years,
And,
probably.
yeah.
So when that won out on Twitter, you had a list of about 50 things, and I said, we can't do this all in one podcast.
5,000 things every day, but no, we
So
had to
we
narrow it
whittled-
down. So we got the 7. We got
We
7.
had to whittle it down to 7.
Yes.
So without further ado, things Ken hates.
Oh,
so Ken, how about you get us started? Tell what's on the top of your mind. What's the
Okay,
first thing?
First thing
you
to my
hate?
mind: essential oils. Okay, and this is going to upset all the Karens out there. Okay, and I know all of you that sell these things at home in your little pyramid scheme. I get it. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring some bread to the table because your husband's out there working all the time, and you're like, I'm going to sell essential oils. Okay, but here's the thing about essential oils. First of all, they don't fucking work. Okay. Second of all, just because you got yellow mustard seed / lavender on or whatever doesn't make you relaxed. Okay, or dominant in the conversation. Whatever the fuck how they sell this to you, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's just as bad as all the fat burners that they sold through the years, which I'm sure you used to sell that too. Okay, Karens. I'm sure you sold all these different pyramids. Monavie. What's the other one? What's the fat? Sensi. Yes. Sensi. Yeah. Sensi's another one. Well, Sensi we already know. It's going to be upstairs with us right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to sell candles that smell like, we say Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina, whatever it may be. Okay, but essential oils don't work because if they worked, we wouldn't have a pandemic right now, people. Because if you tell me that you're the top seller of essential oils, okay, that tells me something.
So I have a story for you.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know if I've told you this before. So I work at a clinic, an eye clinic. We had this patient came in who had cataract surgery, and afterwards she was she would not take any of her medication.
Yes, I
And
think
this
you told me this
medication
one.
is
Yes.
they're steroid and it's an anti-inflammatory to
Yes.
keep the pressure in the eye down, to keep the infection out.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And she came back and her eyes fucking bright red. And I was in the room with the doctor, and the doctor's like, are you taking medicine? No, I'm not taking my medicine. I'm taking essential oils.
Oh my God! Right there,
and
right
the
there.
doctor looks at me. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I googled it. Essential
lady
oils
was
do this for me.
Was fucking rubbing oil on her eye,
Yes.
thinking this is gonna heal her instead of fucking modern medicine after a goddamn surgery.
There you go,
on your
Karen.
eye
Right.
that
There you go,
need
Karen.
to see the world in.
Yes.
Good job,
And
Karen.
it was a holy
just
shit.
blinded somebody.
How can you possibly think? Yeah, who is out there saying that this essential oil will help you after a fucking eye surgery?
Somebody did.
I think
somebody
that's
did.
Oh, yeah,
fucked up.
somebody's out
Whoever
there saying-
did that,
Yes.
that's fucked up.
Yes, it's the
Essential
same one that
oils
wants
will
to talk to your
supposedly
manager.
Cure everything.
It's snake
Everything,
oil.
yeah.
It's essential oils is the Scientology.
What about rectal itching?
Yeah.
Is there an oil
Oils.
for that? I'm sure where you just slap on
Oh,
some.
I'm sure.
Slap on some lavender / something. I always fuck with lavender because that's like their most popular one because it's relaxing. Yeah, no shit.
I'll stick with Prep
Lavender's
H.
relaxing, but yeah, preparation H.
I'll
right?
stick with Prep H. It
Yeah,
works.
it works. There you go. But
Yeah,
no,
it
you
works.
just slap a handful of this stuff on your chocolate starfish, and then there you go. Rectal itching is gone.
And off you go.
There you go. All right. So essential oils we know are stupid. Okay, they're just stupid.
So now you know how Ken feels about essential oils.
And you, I mean, from a medical standpoint, they're terrible. Tim knows.
Oh, fuck.
They're a terrible idea.
Oh yeah. they're
Yeah,
horrible.
I'm not the only one.
You're better off just fucking taking a bath and calling it good. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
nothing
Or
for you.
take your medicine as prescribed by the doctor
Yes.
after a surgery or a
And
procedure.
even the doctor was like, okay, if you want to take essential oils, that's fine.
But you can't shove them in
But-
your eye.
Yeah. Well, no, what he had said is that take your fucking medicine as long as you're supposed to. After that, then use your
Essential oil that shit up.
Do
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
right?
That's
afterwards,
all right.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But for now, you need to take it.
Is there an
She did
essential
not
oil that I can
wanna
rub on
take
my belly and make it not fat? I don't think there is. No.
No,
You know why? Because that
no.
shit doesn't work. That's why it's called exercise, which I don't want to do.
You don't do it anyway.
I don't do it anyways,
No.
but that's why essential oils are fucking stupid.
Exercise is a myth.
It is. Yeah, anybody who runs on purpose, okay, there's something wrong with you.
I only run when the army tells me I have to.
That, or if I'm being chased by something. If you see me running full speed, Some shit's happening.
Some shit's happening.
Some shit is happening.
Get right
You
behind
better
you.
start fucking
You
running.
better start running. There's some shit is popping off. I mean, it's going to be like some Cloverfield monster shit happening. Okay, just saying. All right, so next one. What do we got?
Okay, so we know you hate essential oils. What else do you hate?
Man buns.
Man bun.
I hope you're listening. And somebody's listening that has a man bun right now on the top of your head. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? Okay, remember, I don't know if anybody here is old enough to remember the side ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
the
yeah.
80s. Okay, side
yeah.
ponytail, the 80s and early 90s. Okay, a man bun is just a stupider version
that was
of
like
that.
with the ripped sweatshirt.
Yes,
the fucking.
yes. Okay, but the
it
80s
goes
had
all the way down.
the
They
80s
cut
had
off of the sleeves.
it had a style of its own. Man buns don't have a style of its own.
No.
I'm tired of having ads on my Twitter or on my social media that shows some guy with a man bun saying, order
No,
this.
no, no. I
or-
will.
No,
I will
monthly box.
describe the person with the man bun. Right
Oh, yeah,
now.
do it.
He's a guy. He's got fucking man bun, right?
Yeah.
Then he has a checkered collared
Yes,
shirt
thank
on,
you, thank
a
you.
long sleeve.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
But it's
a
rolled
login
up
shirt.
to it's rolled up to this to the elbows.
To show off
elbow,
his
yeah.
and
stupid
he's got a
trendy
big
tattoos.
fucking watch on.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But that watch only costs $20 at Macy's.
Yes.
Right,
But it's
right.
And then
oversized.
he's
It's
got
going to be
fucking-
oversized.
He has, and it's tucked into his skinny jeans.
Yes.
And then he's wearing either fucking Converse
Yes.
or he's what's the fucking thing that they wear?
New Balance.
Skechers.
the boating shoes.
The boner
Oh,
shoes?
Vans.
Wait,
No,
no,
not
boating.
Vans.
Oh, boating shoes. Those slip-on ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those they're slippers.
Well,
those
they're
those
basically
fucking
slippers,
things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're basically useless from head to toe, is what people with man buns are. And then
Yeah, and
those
they're
are
vegans.
and they're vegans.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then they'll
Total
tell me
vegans.
Yeah,
Never
they're
trust a
vegans.
vegan.
No, you can't trust anybody who doesn't eat meat. I'll
That's
tell you that
right.
right now. There's a reason why. Because in a holocaust or like an apocalypse, okay, when we're doing this, if the people sit there and go, "I just want to eat cheese," they're the first ones who are going to turn cannibal
That's right.
because they're fucking hungry and they're going to eat you. Okay, but people with man buns, okay, people with man buns. This
You
is
say
the
that
thing.
as such a matter of fact way.
Because
I love it.
that's what's going to happen. I've
I
been
think
there.
it's
I've
true.
seen it. I've seen it. Okay,
seen it.
I seen it.
I've seen
I did the
it.
googs.
But man buns and Starbucks. I'll just put those two places to fucking together. Okay, and this is where you see those guys. And those are the guys that are their ads are on my social media where it says buy this monthly box of manly items.
Yes.
Okay, you talk
Yes.
about the beer bottle opener
Manscaping.
Yes.
and manscaping and the knife and okay, all that shit. Get that shit off my timeline because first of all, that doesn't make you a man. If that's what makes you a man, then you're more feminine than I know of. Okay,
They're right,
I can't
right.
explain how much of a vagina you are. I'll say it right now. And if you're in Starbucks writing your, what is it, memoirs at 23, okay, all right, like you've had such a rough life because there's not enough fucking dairy-free cheese.
His
Right?
mom made me pay for
Okay.
my food at college.
Yes,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
but also your mom should be paying for therapy. Okay, not just your college.
They're- well, most of- well, to be fair-
Exactly.
To be fair, most of them are still on their parents' fucking
medical plan.
Right,
Okay,
right,
so
right.
go get a therapist, and you're right. If your hair product doesn't have the chemicals in there to clean it the right way, it's not a real one. And if
Right.
it hasn't been
It's
tested on
charcoal
rabbit's
and
eyes,
tea tree.
That's
yeah,
right.
tea tree oil.
If,
Yeah.
if my hair product hasn't blinded a bunny somewhere, I don't want it.
Right. Now, I'm not going to lie. Now, do I get the Dollar Shave Club? I do. There's a plug for them right there. I get that stuff, and my shampoo smells like sage and black pepper.
Dollar Shave Club?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sage and black pepper. That's what my shit smells like. You know why?
So
Because
you get essential oils in that shit.
no.
Oh,
Sage and black
you
pepper.
fucking-
Oh, come
Wow.
on. Those aren't essential oils. Sage and black pepper are not. Those are things you cook with and you put in your hair. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a difference
That's
between
true.
that and
That's
lavender, yellow mustard seed, fucking plant extract. There's a
Right.
difference, okay? And if you guys don't think so, at me. At me.
At me, bro.
At me,
bro.
bro. And you'll-
Podcast.adultingishard@gmail.com.
there you go. Or on Twitter.
At him.
Yeah, hit me up on Twitter. What is it?
At
AIH
is
Podcast.
adulting.
Yeah, at is adulting. There you go. Hit us up. I dare you to.
Go
okay.
to our website. We actually have a contact form.
Yes.
Adultingproductions.com.
Write me,
Send
and then
it
I'll
to
do
us
the
there.
commercial. I'll do the commercial voiceover work for your next company when you decide to be a fucking man. How about that? Right there. Okay. Number 3, participation trophies.
Oh, my
okay.
Lord.
If anybody has been around since the time of competitive nature, okay, which is back to the beginning of humankind.
Caveman.
Caveman.
Yeah, caveman.
Okay, humankind. Okay, if you have to give participation trophies to the fat kid on the sideline, okay, or the kid that's really short during the dunk contest, or
Yep.
whatever it may be, but if you have to do that to increase their self-worth, then their parents are failing as parents, okay?
right.
If your kid doesn't feel loved enough that a participation trophy is the only thing that goes up on the shelf and they feel good about, you're failing. You're failing as a parent.
All they should be getting is orange slices and Capri Suns.
That's it, dude.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just
Exactly.
unless you're diabetic, you can't do those,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, unless you're that diabetic fat kid. Okay, and nothing against diabetes. It's just when you're 12 years old,
Oh,
and you're
you
so
have
fat that you have
diabetes,
diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I'm a big guy, and the reason why I don't have diabetes is because I haven't hit that BMI index part yet. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, like 350,
yeah.
350,
That was
dude.
probably the biggest surprise I've had all day.
Yes, I don't have diabetes, dude. I might be a big guy, but here's the thing: I don't get participation trophies in my adult life. You know why? Because they're fucking stupid. That's why. Okay, so anybody if your kid comes home and goes, look what I got, you just tell them, here's what you do. You throw it away and you get angry at it. And the next time you go out there and kick ass, even if you're a midget in a dunking contest, you go out there and you kick ass, okay? But other than that, what's the point of them?
It all started with the schools getting rid of, like, you can't play dodgeball.
Yes.
And you can't do any of this stuff. Now, real quick, when I was going to school down here, there was a time in like 4th or 5th grade, I was always chosen last to play any sport, whether it was dodgeball or basketball. You know what that did to me? That made me get fucking
Work
better.
harder.
Yes,
I worked harder. By the end of the year, we want Tim.
Yes.
Damn right you want Tim.
Yeah.
You should have wanted him at the beginning, fuckers.
Now I'm on the opposite team of you, and I'm going to hit you in the face with this fucking rubber ball.
That's right. That's where you get your revenge. That's what they
Yes.
don't understand. Get better than them, get your revenge, and walk off with your first place trophy. I'm the winner.
Thank you. See, that's it. Participation trophies, you don't get them in life. I want one as an adult. It says, thanks for just showing up to work.
Yeah.
We appreciate you
Well,
just
you got
showing
a
up.
thank you from the
Right.
government for staying home for COVID.
Not yet. Well, I've gotten one.
That's
They owe me one
participation.
more.
You
They
can
owe,
That's
participate in
right.
that.
they owe me a
Got one
stimulus
more
check.
coming.
And if that's a participation trophy, at least it's worth $6,000.
And it's not.
Okay.
At least,
I hate how they say stimulus check. It's literally your tax money coming back.
Yes,
to you.
thank you. Without
I
interest.
fucking paid taxes.
Without interest.
So you're giving me tax money
Yes.
back.
Yeah, without
Fuck
interest.
you.
Yeah, fuck
That's
you
my
guys.
money.
That's your participation trophy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I'll
staying
take
home
that.
and not
I'll
spreading
take that
COVID.
trophy.
As we're all sitting here within 6 feet of each other. But you know what? If you don't like it, you can hashtag suck it. How about that?
There you go.
And I'm sure man bun guys use hashtags. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even going to go off on hashtags. If I see another Instagram account that has 2 sentences of a description of their picture and then fucking 16 lines of hashtags, I don't want to see that shit. That's the dumbest shit. Those hashtags are worthless. Okay, because now I'm not even going to like your picture, and I'm sure that you're really devastated. Okay, next one. Cliche sayings. Oh my God. Should we start with YOLO?
Oh,
Sure.
And if you out there listening, you say
not
YOLO.
only cliche sayings is the umbrella for this
Yes,
whole thing.
it's the whole thing.
So it also
Yes.
includes those stupid fucking signs that you see everywhere.
Live, love, and laugh.
and the stupid ass tattoos that
it's
people
live, laugh,
get.
love. Get it right.
Live, laugh, love. Oh shit!
do your
You've
job,
got one
dude.
at your house, don't you?
Shut up.
You got one. I'm talking.
It's not
I'm
mine.
talking to her. You got one at home. I knew it.
I don't
I
decorate
knew
the
it.
bathroom.
But here's what. Let's describe
Yeah,
the
'cause it's
live.
in your bedroom, man.
Let's describe what that sign. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's in your bedroom. Where nobody goes. So let's talk about what those look like. They're rustic.
Mm-hmm.
They're using gray and white, and they're on some like aged wood, right?
Right.
That's how they. That's how
Supposed
they
to look
look.
like the side of old barn or
An
something
old
like
barn,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So everyone's evidently inspired by old barn walls.
Right.
Okay. If that's all it takes, we're in the state of fucking Idaho. Those are all over the place. This would be the most inspired state of the union.
Yeah.
Okay. Simply
I've never
put.
walked into an old barn and seen one of those signs.
No, you know why? Because they're stupid.
Weird.
Because they're stupid.
I thought they literally just cut it out.
I
that
thought so too.
square from
This is
the barn.
This is
and
a
then just
true
sell
piece
it.
of an old
Never
barn.
seen
No,
one.
nobody said that because
That would be so
Oh,
ironic
it's just
if I
some
saw
guy
that.
with a man bun painting it on.
Yes.
old
Oh my
wood.
gosh.
no, it's a guy with the
Oh.
man bun who's married to a Karen who sells essential oils.
And his
Oh.
butt
Selling
smells
it.
like honeysuckle.
Yes,
Bring it.
his taint smells like
Bringing it
honeysuckle.
around.
His taint smells
Yes.
like
I
honeysuckle.
see the circle
See,
now.
this is the circle of life.
Wow.
And then you know what that man bun got when he was a kid? Participation trophies.
Participation.
Oh,
trophy.
absolutely.
So let's talk about like YOLO. That's another one. That was a big thing for about.
And it stands for what?
You only live once.
Only live
You only
once.
live
No
once.
shit.
Yes, and so
Wasn't
people
aware.
people thought by yelling YOLO before they did something stupid, it would save them from the consequences of that. And I think it's the dumbest shit. When you say that, I just want to say you're a fucking idiot. Okay, but I'm willing to take my phone out and record you do your YOLO shit. Because more than likely, you're going to eat shit and you're going to do something stupid and I'm going to monetize it on YouTube. That's as simple as that. So if you say YOLO, and if you're a grown man who says YOLO, you're living life wrong. Okay, you're probably an essential selling, man bun wearing, participation trophy getting, whatever you want to call it. That's just a train wreck of shit.
Probably.
Okay, I'm going to say that right now. All right, so any other cliche sayings? What we got? We got YOLO, we got live, love, and laugh.
Love.
Live, laugh, and love. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know
live,
the
love,
correct,
laugh, whatever
I didn't
the
know the
fuck.
correct order of it. Riv, Rub, and Raff. like Kim Jong-un would say from North Korea. Riv, Rub, and Raff. All right. So what other ones are there, though? There's YOLO. You got that.
Those are the ones that irk me the most.
Right.
They irk me so much that I don't think there's room
There's nothing else. There's nothing else.
There's definitely more out there. I mean, you see them every day. You go into fucking Walmart, and that's all they sell, and then the fucking decoration center.
Exactly, and it is so generic. It is so
life
generic.
Life is a beach.
Yes, but at least that one, where it originated from, like, you know, we had those in California as kids growing up. Those were people's houses. Okay, I get that, but they're so generic now that everyone's bathroom looks like the Walmart Bath and Beyond.
It looks like
section.
the inspiration aisle at Walmart.
Yeah, they should have an aisle called Inspirations, and so I can avoid the whole fucking side of the store. Right? Just let me know where I don't need to be. Okay, because I know it's going to smell like essential oils. Okay,
there's going to be a guy with a man bun.
Okay, there's going to be a guy with a Starbucks. There's going to be the man bun. Huh?
Do they rub essential oils on the sign?
They should, because if
what
not,
seals it?
That's not real. Then that shit is not legit. If you don't,
thinker.
Dude, it's not legit if you don't seal it with essential oils. That shit is not legit.
Wow.
Okay? Now we're going to take over that market. Watch.
That's a
live, love, and laugh sign.
Wow,
it smells like lavender.
Brainstorming here.
Yeah, see, if anybody takes our idea out there,
it's like a literal round table.
Yeah,
if we made an essential oil, it'd probably smell like alcohol and vomit, right?
An Axe body spray.
Mixed with Axe body spray.
Mixed with Axe body
Jameson.
Spray. And Jameson, Axe body spray, and poor decision making.
You know what? We'd sell out. We'd sell out.
We would. I bet you we would. And people don't have to wear it. You just have to have it on the shelf. So then you look like you're part of something. Like the inspirational aisle of fucking Walmart. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we got next? What we got? One thing I don't like, snitch culture. Let's just talk about that. You know, talk about.
There's one in particular.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'll straight up say that fucking skittled looking motherfucker, dude. Okay, now everyone
you
thinks.
Even said you have no problem starting beef with Tekashi.
I got no problem with it. And then he can come back and say whatever, how he's making money, this and that. There's a difference, though. I'd rather be poor and still have my fucking manhood intact than be a snitch little bitch. That's it. And I grew up in a culture where snitching was not allowed. And this guy promoted himself as one of those people. Okay, he said that he was a specific type of gang member, all these things, and he was fake as shit. And now you got everyone talking about if you see it, report it, right?
Yeah, if you see something, say something.
So if your neighbor has more than 10 people at a party, you're supposed to call and tell them that so that they can trace it for COVID-19. That's snitching. People, that's none of your fucking business. You know why you're mad that there's 10 people at your neighbor's house? Because you weren't invited, Karen. That's why. Okay? You weren't invited. You know why you weren't invited? Because you ripped off the other Karen for her essential oil sales. That's probably why. And that's why she has 10 people in the house, because she's selling inspirational fucking placards or rustic signs with her essential oils. That's why. See how all this ties in together? Yeah. Evidently, the one thing I can't stand the most is essential oils.
Oh,
but think about it.
You said so.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine looks like what essential oil smells like. Okay, multicolored.
So this is completely off topic.
Oh, I love this part.
Completely.
Here we go.
Off topic.
This is called a side rail.
But
we're hitting the side. We're hitting the side rail.
Bunny trail.
Yep.
You were talking about COVID-19.
Yes.
Did you know with the new phone updates on both Android and iPhone, they are now tracking you with COVID-19?
I heard this.
Yes.
And they
so
no longer.
I'm going to tell you right now.
They weren't letting you volunteer
If you have an
for it.
Android phone, go into settings, go to Google settings, and make sure that fucking COVID-19 tracking bullshit is turned off.
Because
if you have an iPhone, go to settings, go to privacy, go to health, and then look at that fucking COVID-19. Make sure that shit is turned off. Because if you do not,
the reason why they do that is they're looking for hotspots, and then they track you back to it, and then you'll get a letter or a call from the Department of Health saying, "Hey, we noticed that you were in such and such area,"
and then your phone gets flagged and notifies everybody around you about that shit.
That
so
you were in a hotspot.
Make sure you go to that shit and turn that shit off, because
tell Alexa to suck it. Okay.
Anyway,
snitch ass.
I digress completely.
No, okay.
But
so the snitch culture.
The snitch
culture is something that you're telling kids it's okay just to tell on people. Now, the kids should report things that are abnormal and wrong. Okay,
like
absolutely.
Violent behavior,
or anything,
bullying, or
anything that is wrong like that. But don't just because. Remember, okay, DARE. Anybody here who remembers the DARE program? Okay,
DARE, drugs and violence.
You know, and what it stood for was
resistance education,
or drugs are really expensive. That's what it actually stood for. Okay, drugs are really expensive, but they brought in these big old fold-out boards full of drugs.
Yes.
And asked you if you know anybody who has these.
Yes.
Okay, and most kids said my parents have that green stuff up there, which was weed. Okay, so they were teaching
what's
kids,
your address again?
Yeah, exactly. So they would teach you to snitch out your parents. And that is so wrong, because what happened to somebody's word? What happened to sit there going, you know what, I'm gonna play the gangster game. I'm gonna be a part of that. And I'm gonna thug out. But when I get caught, I'm gonna snitch everybody out because I can't handle doing time. And that's what Tekashi 6ix9ine is telling everybody. And everyone's gonna say, well, you're a hater, he's making money and this, that. It doesn't matter. I'd still rather be poor with my manhood intact.
Well, he's got that fucking new music video that we watched.
Oh, Trolls.
So on the next,
yes.
this is another thing. We're bringing a new segment to you next
Shitty culture.
next podcast.
No, what do we call it?
I don't think we've named it yet,
No.
but it's basically destroying the culture.
Yeah, of
with
anything.
Shitty fucking music coming out that is just ripe with inaccuracies and fucking bullshit.
Yes.
And so we're gonna watch a music video. You'll be able to listen to it on air. You're not gonna be able to watch it, but you can watch along with us.
Yes.
But you'll be able to hear it, and then we're gonna break it all down for you and explain what the fuck is wrong with this shit.
Yeah, and
And our first one is "Trolls" by Tekashi 6
yeah,
Nine.
and
So
before
stick by
people
that for our
are
next
going to come
episode.
at us and say, well, this is about hip hop. I'll tell you, I go all the way back to KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, way back in the day. I mean, the real shit back in then. Okay, not what they do now. So I'm gonna tear this video apart because it deserves it. It's trash. And before they say that, I'll go back to a culture of hip hop before snitching was a thing. Okay, when people actually lived the lyrics and did what they said they did. Mm-hmm. Okay, now everybody who has their first video out, okay, they put one video out and they've got 6 Lamborghinis in the front of this big old mansion. You rented that shit. Yeah. You rented that, and I'll snitch you out for that. You rented that. All right, I'm going to tell everybody you rented that shit because you haven't even had a record out or a single out, but yet you've already got millions of dollars. Come on, bullshit. We're calling you on that. All right, so what's next? What we got? We got. I'm going to say.
We got 2 more to go.
Yeah, safe spaces. Okay, I know this has been a topic of heated debate in the past, but if you have to have a safe space, use a bitch. Okay, you are a bitch.
It's just not real life.
It's not. No.
And this is not taking a political stance
No,
whatsoever.
it has nothing to do with that.
This is preparing you for adulthood. Because as our podcast says, adulting is
It's
hard.
terribly hard.
You have to get used to fucking life sucking.
You better get a
You
skin
better
full of
get
calluses,
used to
or
people being assholes to you.
Yes.
To you not get in your fucking way. To
So you
people
can't
not
pull a
saying
Karen.
what you like.
so you can't pull a Karen.
Exactly.
And you can't say I want to talk to the manager. You know why you can't talk to the manager? Because nothing was fucking wrong. That's why. And so now fuck off.
I want to talk to a manager.
Yeah, and with that one haircut, everybody knows the haircut I'm talking about. Okay, it's that chick from Kate Plus 8. It looks just like that one.
She's got the fat slurs too.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk to a manager.
No, that's Honey Boo Boo. Or whatever. that crackhead bitch
Spaghetti
out of
and butter.
Alabama.
Spaghetti butter.
So
My favorite dish. spaghetti and
safe
butter.
spaces. I see this at the college campus. I attend. Tim probably seen it.
Oh yes.
Where if someone is, I have been told to watch what I say in a college class. Okay, so now if you go all the way back to Berkeley in California, was one of the originating birthplaces of free speech.
Yes.
The free
in the
speech
60s.
movement. Yeah.
The free speech movement in
That's
the 60s. Now, if you go down there and you have a difference of opinion, they will cancel you.
They will stone you.
They will stone you because they're
right.
all sensitive little fucking bitches.
Everything
That's what they are.
offends everybody.
And like I say, at my school, they've got those breastfeeding stations where you can go there and have peace and quiet. I just think it's a great place to jerk off between classes. I'm going to say that right now. I'm just going to say it. Okay, that's what I do in there. I need to keep. That's a safe space for me.
That's not a safe space.
It is because nobody has to see me do that. Okay, that's why it's a safe space. Okay,
It's safe for you.
It's safe for
so
me.
you don't
Unless
catch
you
an
want them to
indecency
I don't
charge.
catch a charge. Thank you. See, Tim knows. He jerks off at school. He knows what happens when you do it in your car in the parking lot and somebody sees it and they get offended. But
Oh, yeah.
they're really actually turned on by it.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
ugly
just don't
guards
understand
at
why they're
school,
feeling
too.
those feelings. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's because
Oh,
essential
yeah.
oils are holding you back. Okay, they're holding you back from feeling real
What do you
emotions.
think I'm using to jerk off?
Yeah, exactly. I'm using lavender to jerk off so I can
That's the
relax.
only way this shit's essential.
Exactly. I've got finals today, so I'm going to jerk off wearing lavender essential oil so I can be relaxed before I go take the exam.
Wow, your
how
taint
about-
smells good.
Oh, wow.
So safe spaces are bitch places, and if you say that you need them, then at me and explain to me why.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, just look at even the Army's becoming that way.
Yes, they had
too.
stress
Oh,
cards.
They have stress
They
cards.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when I went to basic, they didn't. And I went to
Okay.
basic twice.
Okay.
But my drill sergeants talked about them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they love to dog on those days. If we hurt your feelings, you used to be able to hold up a card and we'd have to pull you aside
Jesus,
and
dude.
say, and I'd give you my first name and your first name. We sit there and talk, and I'm like, are you shitting me?
Jesus, dude. Why don't you just
It's the
coddle the
worst
shit out of
fucking
people?
thing
I'm
ever.
like, don't
Just
give me an
coddle.
M16, give me a fucking badminton racket. That's
Right?
about all I can.
And a man bun.
And a
Can I
man bun,
Can I
yeah.
have that as a military cut? Can I just
Where
have
are
a
you
man
issuing
bun?
man buns and purses,
Right?
bro?
Why's your cover not cover? Where's your cover all fucked up, Private? I have a man bun.
Can't fit
Oh,
my
I
man
am
bun
so
in.
sorry that I came at you like that. I apologize. My name is Bob, and your name is Little Bitch. That's what it is, actually. Sorry about that, instructor or drill sergeant. Whatever the hell you got to call them nowadays. You can't call them bad names. But yeah, safe spaces are terrible. A terrible idea, and they go in union with participation trophies. Okay, so when you tell people that everything they do is worthy of praise, okay, everything they do is worthy of praise, it's not. No. Just because you do average everyday things doesn't mean that you get praise for it. Okay, when you do something great, then you get praise for it. And I've never done anything great, so I don't know what praise for doing something great is about. Okay, but
Well,
that's
you
just
also
it.
didn't have loving parents, so
Yeah, exactly. My dad left when I was 6. Oh no, that's why I turned
he
out the
must
way.
have won the lotto.
Yeah, he went to the store to get cigarettes and lottery tickets. He must have won, right? Because he never came back. So safe space. So let's finish off this list, okay?
All right.
And everyone who's is ever driven a car and ever gone someplace, you've dealt with this. And these are some of the worst people on the planet. People who take up 2 parking spots.
Oh.
Okay, Tim, in the city we live in, and this is a common thing here for people to do that because they have those small dick lifted trucks.
Yes.
Okay, and
I
then
can
they
think
pull
of 2. I got 2 pictured in my mind right now that I see around my house.
What's
all
the,
the time.
do you know the license plate number? We'll put them on blast.
I actually do. I took a picture.
Oh shit, we should put them on blast. Put them in the links in the description.
I'm like,
The links
right.
in the description.
Every time I see people
We're doxing them.
who do this, I take a picture of their license plate. Every time.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. I've got a few on my computer.
I usually, I've been that kind of guy that pulls up next to you, and then even though I'm the driver in the car and you're blocking my passenger door, I reach over and open my passenger door really hard. And then I put a ding in your side of your car, and then I close it, and then I get out of my car where I have actually fucking space on this side because the person next to me didn't park like a douchebag. And then I get out, and then you come out and they're like, oh, there's a ding in my door. I'm like, dude, I don't know how that happened because that's the passenger side, and I'm the only one in the
That's
fucking car,
weird.
dude.
Because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have a ding if you park properly.
Well, yeah, also, if you didn't
Right,
park like
yeah.
a dickhead because you have a small
if you
dick.
have one of those big ass trucks,
Yeah.
Park in the back.
If you park way in the
Park
back, if your
away from
manhood
everybody,
is
that's
shrunk
fine.
down that
Nobody's
low,
gonna
Exactly.
give you
where
shit.
you have to have a 12-inch lift,
Well, we know that you don't have any weight from your dick.
right?
So go ahead and park back there and walk up there. You should be in shape. You're
Right,
not carrying extra. Okay? I'm just gonna say that right now. But no, people take up 2 parking spots because your car's brand new. Okay, I get that. But again, park in the back.
Park in the
Okay.
back. Park
Yeah.
away.
Park away from there.
Nobody's gonna give you shit if you take up 2 parking spots, but you're parked way away
in the
from
back
everybody.
40.
Nobody
If
gives
you
a
do it
fuck.
in the back fucking 40.
Nobody fuck.
No.
But if you're parked like 2 or 3 spots from the
And you block a
entrance of the
handicap in
goddamn
your
store,
spot. And you block a handicap in you.
yeah, and you're fucking on the line.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because you're
No,
going
you're
into
getting your shit
Walgreens.
dinged or
Because you're going
keyed.
into Walgreens real quick. And you tell me, oh, I was only in there for a minute. Doesn't
So
fucking
why
matter.
couldn't you park right?
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah, and in that minute, you've got a ding on the side of your vehicle, and you're getting lectured by me. And that's it. And I'm sure you're going to come at me with a man bun. Right? And I can just say
Throw
it right
essential
now.
oils in your
And,
eyes.
yeah. Oh, I wonder if you could do that. Like next time someone attacks you, instead of pepper spraying or firing off a firearm, you just throw essential oils at them.
Boom.
And the fact that they run away, and then you can tell the officer they were whatever height, build, and then now they smell like lavender. And so when you come in contact with them, they're going to really smell like lavender because I threw a whole little tiny with those with the little sample bottles or whatever,
Yeah.
right? They got those little like
They can
quarter
just
ounce
bring
bottles.
out the dog, give the dog the scent of the
Yes.
lavender, and say, "Go get him."
But no, if you're on the wrong block, it's going to go to every house.
That's true.
Yeah, because everyone's in that pyramid scheme on the Karen's block.
That's right.
Okay, but I digress. Let's just talk again about people who park like assholes. Okay, you don't have a right to park like an asshole in a populated parking lot and then get upset when people call you out, take a picture, and make fun of you for being a small dick truck member. Okay, or if you got a Lord, whatever, and you think it's a fast Honda. Okay, we all picture what those guys look like. Remember,
Oh, my goodness.
we know what those guys driving a Honda going down there. It sounds like a lawnmower that goes, "I'm gay," all the way down the street. Okay, I'm going to just say that. That's what it sounds like when it goes by my house. Okay, you're not impressing anybody with your Fast and Furious car because it's not Fast and Furious.
No.
Okay, it's slow and pretty mellow. Okay,
It's slow and depressed.
And they go boom, 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 boom. Yeah, and you're like, dude, it's not necessary. So yeah, people who take up 2 parking spots, you can suck a big fat bag of wangs. How about that? I'll just leave it
I'm
at
okay
that.
with that.
Yeah,
I'm totally
wangs.
okay
Well,
with
you
that.
say wangs, I could say a fat bag of dicks.
So
But-
if anybody disagrees with anything Ken said,
Yes.
please get a hold of
Email
us.
us.
Email
at-
us.
Podcast.adultingishard@gmail.com.
Twitter.
We're always here. We will respond to you.
Absolutely.
We might not give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, I don't
but
give a
we
shit.
will respond to you.
You can
You
hit us
will
up
get
on-
a
hit
return
us
We
on
email.
Facebook.
cannot wait to not give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just say GG, bro. That's it. GG.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
GG.
gonna be your response.
That's our
especially if we don't
response.
like it.
But
Yeah.
hey, your notes might get read on the podcast. So,
Yes.
there's
That's
your
true.
participation trophy.
I'll make you
Here's
famous.
your participation trophy. Exactly.
We have somebody who
It'll hit on you
participated.
for that, too.
There you go.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have time for the other 4,800 fucking things you hate.
True.
today.
Yeah, it's a
But-
long list of things.
But that was a good 7. That was a good top 7.
It's a
top
top
seven,
seven,
yeah.
yeah.
At least it'll.
There's
maybe,
a top 70 easy.
Maybe it'll
Oh,
keep
yeah.
you from rage quitting for the next
I'm gonna take a toaster bath.
day.
I'm gonna go home and take a toaster
But
bath.
only when White Rabbit peaks.
Yes, when White Rabbit peaks, then I want you to throw the toaster into the tub. And if anybody gets that reference, you're fucking amazing. Okay,
Email us the reference.
Email us.
If you
tell me
we'll
what that.
throw you some free swag. If
There you
you
go.
can get that reference, you
tell me which movie that's
send
from.
us that email.
Okay.
We'll throw you some free swag.
We'll send Kyle's nudes. How about that?
Kyle's nudes.
Kyle's nudes.
picture
Yeah,
my
free
butthole.
swag. I don't have nudes out there.
I think they should get a nude of all three of us. You know?
What, in the same room?
Yeah,
That's kind of gay.
That's not gay at all. That's not gay at all.
It's only
No
gay if-
homo. No
it's
homo.
It's
That's
only
the
gay.
butts or what?
It's only gay if your balls touch, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We will social distance it.
6 feet apart.
6 feet apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
about
no
no
six
sword fighting.
feet. Mine will still be touching one of you. So
Swinging around like Big Dick McGee.
I'll be helicoptering.
Helicoptering.
All right, guys. So as you know, we have our final segment of the
The show's
day.
been so bad.
Of the day. So Logan, what segment are we on now?
Florida Man.
Absolutely, it is time for your Florida Man segment.
Oh my God, this
And-
Florida. I love you.
Yeah, oh God, Florida
I
just
love
brings
Florida.
us so much entertainment and
It does.
happiness and content.
It does.
I
It
mean,
gives
it
us
just doesn't get
so
old.
much in life, and it's like the epicenter of COVID right now. But besides
Oh, yeah,
that,
yeah.
it's also the epicenter of bath salts. So then it brings us like great jewels, like what we're about to do right now.
Yeah,
that's what it's
And
about.
you know, because it is 4th of July, we figured we would bring you a 4th of July Florida Man article.
And it doesn't involve fireworks and then blowing off an appendage.
unfortunately, no, it doesn't, because every Florida Man article you type in about, you know, it's
all fireworks,
It's them
yeah.
getting blown up.
Yeah, trying to
Like, all
stab-
There's so many guys in Florida missing fingers on one of their hands.
and it's not from alligator attacks. It's just from
It's from
fireworks.
It's on 4th of July.
You would assume it's
'Cause
from a gator
America.
attack, yeah, because it's America.
Because
Exactly.
this is America.
Blow shit
Yeah.
up. Listen to Credence, right? Okay.
So anyway, Tim, since you are the new guy on the episode,
Oh,
we'll
well,
let you lead it right on in with the Florida Man episode. So
Oh,
go ahead and
that is
what is
fantastic.
our article today?
Okay, so the article today is actually from July 8th last year. It says, discovery of illegal drugs, live gator in Florida man's front seat leads to his arrest. Now, it says, last week, a Florida man was taken into custody after officers found illegal drugs and a live alligator in his vehicle. According to the Hardy County
Been there.
Sheriff's Office, deputies found narcotics, and narcotics is in quotes,
It's bath salts. We
on
already know what it
Anthony
is.
Richardson after he was pulled over for a traffic stop in the
Tony
area
Dick.
of Tony. That's right,
Tony
Tony Dick.
Tony Dick.
Found
Tony
narcotics on Tony Dick after he was pulled over for a traffic stop in the area of State Road 64 and Pioneer Park in the Zolfo Springs on Thursday.
Anybody here
July
know that
4th.
neighborhood?
July 4th. There
July
you go.
4th.
That's
July
why
4th.
we brought you in.
America.
You got
Yes.
pulled over.
However, before searching his car, Richardson told the arresting officers that he also had a live baby alligator in the front seat.
Because why the fuck not?
So
Because
full disclosure.
it's guarding the bath salts.
So full disclosure, right?
Yeah, full disclosure. I'm going to be honest with you, officer.
I'm going to
By
be
the
honest
way,
with you.
officer,
This is the shit you're going to find
You
in my car
probably
right
wouldn't
now.
have booked me for it, but while we're on the subject,
And all those essential oils are mine. Yeah, I didn't steal those.
did he have a man butt? Oh, he might
Oh,
have a man butt.
no, we don't know yet. We'll get to the booking photo.
Oh, yeah, we'll see the booking photo in a second. Officers found the animal in a black bag with its mouth taped shut. Oh, shit, he was going to Gitmo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Going to Gitmo on the way, right? Yeah.
Richardson admitted to the officers that he did not have a trapping or hunting license and said that the gator was given to him by a friend. Okay, we got to
So,
stop
yeah,
right
we're-
here.
Right there.
Okay,
Not
so,
the drugs.
so the drugs are mine,
Yes.
but I'm holding
Let's
the
play
gator
this
for a
out like
friend.
a skit.
So, yeah, I'm just the
Excuse
gator.
me, sir. Do you have any drugs in your car?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
But do you have any alligators?
I do, but it's not mine.
It's not
But
mine.
it's
I'm
not
holding
mine.
it
I'm
for
holding
a
it for a
friend.
friend, dog.
How did that get there?
But the drugs are mine.
Yeah, that crack pipe and all the bath salts and shit, those are mine.
The gator was in there when I got the car.
Gator? Nah, I'm holding that for a
Yeah,
friend.
I'm
bro.
holding.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not taking a felony on a gator charge.
Well, as we all know, if you get caught with illegal animals, you can just go state witness and testify against Joe
Yeah.
Exotic.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So this
Yes.
is our
Blame it on-
reaching out to Joe Exotic
Yes,
as
Joe.
we understand
We
what happens when you have
support
illegal
Joe Exotic.
animals. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes.
This is the
yes.
Joe Exotic fan club right here.
Yes.
I'm going to go as Joe Exotic for Halloween.
There you go. You
But
should.
you wouldn't be the only one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But I mean, like all the fat Karens that went as Harley Quinn a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. We're talking to you. You know who you are.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't
So,
look at me.
But Joe Exotic, I'm not looking at you. You don't know what I'm looking at. Joe Exotic, if you hear us, we back you, and we will back you. So we're going to try and reach out and see what we can do about maybe getting a Joe Exotic interview. You never know. When they say you miss 100% of the shots, you don't take, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, thank you, Wayne Gretzky.
So, to continue, he also told deputies he planned on releasing the gator into a nearby river.
Of course he was. I give all my kidnapped victims a chance to run away.
Oh, no.
Is that what he's saying?
I was just giving that bound prostitute in my trunk a ride home.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear her hollering about buying essential oils and shit, and this up and down.
Her name's Karen, by the way.
Yeah, her name is Karen, and I was just going to drop her back off in the hood where I picked her up at.
No, officer, you know those games? I got an inspiration. I went to play escape rooms.
Yes.
And so I built one in my basement.
That you can't escape from.
That she can't escape from.
And
so I'm just trying to test her out.
My escape room is really hard.
And the only sign that's
so
in
far,
there.
nobody has passed it.
The only sign in there says what? Live,
puts
love,
the
and
lotion.
laugh. Live, love, and laugh. It doesn't say
It puts the essential oils on the
his
skin.
or smells like lavender again.
It puts the essential oil on the skin. After booking Richardson into the Hardy County Jail for multiple drug charges and illegally possessing or capturing an
that's what he's going to go to prison for, is that illegal capturing an alligator.
The deputies say the gator was safely released, again in quotes, safely released.
Right into somebody's backyard.
After,
right into someone's backyard out of the car.
Into Peace River after it was examined by Florida wildlife officials.
Holy shit, that's you, Ken.
That guy,
booking photo.
Shit.
You see that? Jesus.
Is that
Except
your brother?
Why does he only have part of his mustache shaved right in the middle?
He does. It's total fucking like Wolverine style.
Like he doesn't grow hair on the middle of his lip, and then
it's Wolverine and like
that's
a
also
Fu
not,
Manchu.
That's how you
thing.
know it's bath salts. Look at all that acne they do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's gonna pick up skin. The guy is.
That looks like meth acne.
Yeah, it could be. But bath salts does some crazy shit, and Florida knows.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had the first zombie attack down there. The only zombie attack on record.
They're showing the face of the guy, but not the face of the gator.
No, because the gator has a right to privacy.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
That's
the victim.
Innocent until proven guilty.
No, the gator's a victim.
PETA must have reached out.
He was kidnapped. Yeah, PETA probably said, "Look, you can't just show his face because then he could be targeted by other hunters."
Right.
I'm gonna say maybe,
Poor
probably
gator.
not, probably not.
I feel bad for the gator for having to
showing,
deal with that
showing his
motherfucker.
backside and his ass.
They stick a finger up his butt just to make sure he's okay, right?
It probably smells like essential oils.
Yep, I bet you it smells like lavender. I'm just gonna say right
I
now.
was just oiling them up. I was playing gator wrestling.
I was just trying to tell him how he can make some money at home.
All I do is I tell him he's just got to sign up three other people
friends
who sign up 3 people themselves.
Yep, and then we all make money. Who buys anything? Nobody, but that's how we make money.
That's also how I deal with my bath salts.
You give 3 friends on them, and I'm going to give them bath salts.
You
First
get
hit's
3
free.
friends addicted, and they'll get 3 friends addicted.
Best pyramid scheme ever. Wow.
Exactly. So bath salts are just as bad as drugs, and so so drugs are a pyramid scheme. And then so are essential oils.
Drugs are the most successful pyramid scheme in history.
Of all time, exactly.
The most successful.
Everybody makes $1, but here's the
But at
difference
least you
between.
can buy drugs.
But also, here's the difference between essential oils and drugs. Drugs, you make money.
That's right.
Essential oils, you don't, Karen.
You don't make money, Karen.
You don't make any money.
Karen.
You gotta buy your introductory pack for $699.99.
Yes.
And get 3 other friends to do the same thing.
But you don't get any of that.
But you don't
That's
get
just
any
your
of
that goes to your
license to
3
sell.
friends.
Right, exactly.
Right, we're getting a lot of Karens going, that's not how it works. And I'm like,
I want to talk to your HR.
Oh, please do. Please do. Talk to our HR
If we
department.
get any letters from a Karen that sells essential oils, that needs to go up on like a wall of shame or something.
We have one right over here. We'll make one for you.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
that.
That's got it.
We'll
We got to
right
print
there.
those out and put them up and keep them as
But the rule is
Absolutely.
nothing comes off the walls here, so everything will go below. But
Keep 'em
continue
as
on. No. So what do we
participation
got?
trophies.
So he got they located illegal drugs. And,
Illegal drugs, the gator, they released the gator back. That's it.
I wonder if they
okay.
released him to a sewage drain.
No, I wonder if they just let him go in the backyard
They
of somebody's
said-
house.
they said-
Because there's probably
right
like,
into the pool.
there's like 4 other ones back there already.
They were released into the Peace River, which I'm thinking if it has gators in it, it's not that fucking peaceful.
Peaceful, yeah. No. Dude, the only river I know down there is the Chattahoochee. And there's 2 reasons. Because I've been there, and then there's a country song
That's
written about
right.
it.
Way
Yeah.
down yonder on the chat.
There you go. See, thank you, Tip, for being a redneck right
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Well, anyway, guys, we have reached the end of episode 8.
God, what a
Oh,
dumpster
yeah.
fire
How
that
did
turned
you
out to
feel?
be.
Happy 4th of July,
Yeah,
everybody.
freedom. Celebrate freedom, man.
We
How
wanna
we
thank-
celebrating it? Are we going to talk about how we celebrating?
Oh, yeah.
How we doing it?
Let's go ahead. Well,
Okay.
it's at your fucking house.
Okay,
You
so
should
I've
say.
ordered.
Maybe we'll even live stream it.
Oh, we might be able to
We
do
can do a
that.
Facebook Live of it at your house.
Yes, because I've got 2 150-inch screens come in with projectors, and then my goal is to play Die Hard all day on there, video games, and then listen to Creedence and drink. And then as soon as the sun goes down, about 10 o'clock, which it does around this fucking state for some reason, we're going to blow shit up. That's what we're going to do.
So fucking stoked for it.
Yeah, we're going to sow the seeds of freedom with illegal fireworks. And the only why I say we're going to do that because the fine's only $124.
If you haven't done it yet, now is the time to go and follow us on our Facebook because we are going to Facebook Live
we should
this
Facebook
shit,
Live
people.
it, dude.
We're going to Facebook Live
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Yes, I got new plans for the 4th.
There you go. Come on over.
Boom.
Let's drink, blow
Just
shit
like
up,
that.
and listen to Creedence all day long.
So
You know I got 3 brats, though.
I got 2.
4 if I count my wife.
It's a good thing she's not a fan of this show yet.
Oh, she'll be listening. She'll be listening. I'll wake up with a baseball bat between my eyes.
Just going.
But anyway,
ding, ding.
happy 4th of July to
Yes,
everybody.
everyone.
We want
Thank you to all our servicemen.
Absolutely. Thank
Be
you for your
safe.
service for everybody who has served, everybody who supports the armed services. We thank you.
Yep.
We thank you. We
Enjoy your
thank
4th.
you.
Stay safe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Stay safe, guys. Don't blow your fucking hand off.
Don't do everything
most
like I'm
of the
gonna
Florida
do. Yeah.
People.
Yes.
And we will see you back here for episode 9.
Awesome.